What is cracking, everybody?
Hey.
What's popping,
Pew, pew,
you
pew, pew.
guys? We gonna have fun today. We're waiting on Doc. Somebody call Doc. Where's Doc Rock?
He's stuck in the
Mr. Camera
elevator.
Junkie, what is popping? How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for
Doing good.
having me.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Mr. Moderator, how often do you come up
Hello.
on live streams? How are you?
I'm doing
Having
good.
Fun
This is a
today.
first for you.
This is a first for me. Listen, you've been on this challenge with me. We'll talk about that, but wanted to make sure. And Miss Diana Gladney, what is cracking? Oh, look
How
at
do you do,
Maestro.
everyone? Merry Christmas.
Maestro had to make an appearance too.
Yeah, Maestro said,
Oh,
okay,
I was
I'm
wondering.
here.
I'm
Look.
like, what is that? It's like on Sesame Street and something just show up on screen. You just like, what the hell is Elmo doing?
Wait, why
That's
is
our question for the day.
that's it? Exactly. What is that?
The number for the day is one. Like the
All
count.
right, there you go. All right. All
On-screen graphics.
right,
Yeah,
all
there you
right,
go.
all right. Hold on.
All right.
All right. What is cracking?
Hey!
Big brother, what is
¿Qué
cracking?
pasó?
All right. Do a little bit of a get people in. Doc, you missed it. You see, you came late and you Doc is gonna be so mad
No,
at me.
no. You said 8 o'clock, dang it. So I was doing something.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, Lewis is back. All right, so let's just get straight into it. What is cracking, community? How are you guys doing? We are lit already. What is going on? Doc Rock, you came late. So what were you doing? I'm going to put you on blast.
Well, I can't.
Having some kids off at the
can't-
pool.
No. I can't tell you yet.
Okay. Okay.
I can tell you, but I can't. If I tell you, I'm going to have to kill you.
Oh, no. So,
That's a New York joint right there. If
yes,
ever.
exactly. No, I'm good. No, that's why I was like immediately no. I'm good.
Immediately now.
Immediately no. Right. So we were saying, Doc, that because you know how much I love to do my Doc Rock impersonation. Hey, gang, let me tell you
Oh,
something.
God.
Hey, gang. And so we were telling stories of being in school, and somehow that got into when you were in kindergarten. Lewis, you're gonna have to do it again, Lewis. What is Lewis and Diana?
Well, that was
both
the
of you
funny
guys
thing because
do it.
as we were talking, I realized that everyone here was referencing to you speaking in your Doc Rock voice in
Yeah,
kindergarten. Like,
yes.
yo, teach. How about you come over here and hook me up with some crayons? So it was just hilarious that we were all referencing to you in kindergarten with your today voice.
Diana, do it.
Y'all
Diana, what does he
is
do in math?
stupid.
Do it.
Yo, I don't carry the one. I'm just gonna put it right at the bottom. Okay. See, look, I'm gonna just carry the one all the way at the bottom because I ain't even doing that. So teacher, I don't know what you teaching up there. I'm not doing it. Okay. So back up. You give me all my points so I can go to recess. It's like that. That's how like we imagine you sitting at the desk, but still like your voice today when you were a kid, which
Right.
is honestly, it's obviously ridiculous, but it's
Right.
hilarious.
That's how we think of little baby Doc. And not even Sean, right? We just say it's little
Kindergarten
baby
Doc.
Doc. That's it. It's baby Doc.
You know that cartoon, the Disney joint with Boss Baby? Yeah.
Yes.
That would be about right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And so Paul, how are you doing today, Paul? How often do you jump on live streams? I need to know.
Not too often. Every so
Not too
often, but
often.
not too.
Well,
Once in a while, I'll creep in.
that's it. So I was
They
like,
keep me
listen,
in the background.
yes, exactly. Well, you know, I keep you locked in my laundry closet because that's just it. But I did say that I could not have my stream. Yes, Doc has Paul has a whole room in my house, and I just keep them locked in. But I did say that I could not have my 100th celebration with not having Paul on, because Paul has been on this journey with me literally every single day, just in the backgrounds. So I'd be interested to hear what Paul has to say. So now I'm just going to put you on the spot because we're going to get straight into it. What was this like for you, Paul? How was this challenge for you?
At times it was challenging. It was a lot of fun, though, actually. It was,
Yeah.
but, as kind of with you towards the end, it was like, this is really a lot of fun, but I'll kind of be glad when it's all over with.
Yeah.
But it's been a learning experience,
Yeah.
kind of the commitment, showing up, reminding you of things.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, you've been doing that even before I started doing my 100 days. I mean, come on. Like, I need reminders for everything. And so, I wanted to have obviously Doc and Diana on because they're my mentors. And Doc was talking about this, Doc talks, you guys both talk about this in your streams. But yesterday in Doc's Gold class and in the live stream, he was talking about people making excuses and just not getting things done. And one of, the slides that he went over was, if you don't know how to do something, then find somebody that knows how to do it and do it, right? Like, ask them for help, find a mentor. And so I immediately, I found, Diana and I's long standing joke is when I first came across Diana, I did not know that Diana was in the Ecamm community. I came across her because I was looking for live streamers. I was looking for like how to do content creation, found her dope ass page. She was doing regular live streams on Fridays at the time. And whenever you went into your streams, it was starting off with, so today's going to be a short live stream. I swear to God, I would leave. Right, exactly. I swear to God. I would leave. See, and you notice everybody's laughing because it's like every time. Today's going to be a short, I would leave. I would get on a conference call. I would come back, and 3 hours later, I'd go in the comments and I'd be like, Diana, how? What time are you telling, and how is this a thing?
That's why she be thinking it's last Thursday over here.
Diana's because and so how Diana and I established our friendship. So I was supporting her in the comments, right? Giving her super chats, always coming in, trying to giving her a hard time. Like, sure, you're 2 hours later. This is your definition of short. And then I did my very first live stream. And my very first live stream was 3 hours long. And somebody, because all of y'all are snitches. That's what I'm going to say about this community. All of y'all are snitches. And somebody went and told Diana Gladney that I was doing a 3 hour live stream. And all of a sudden, Diana comes in the comments and said, so you're going to talk crap now about 3 hours about my short live streams? You better not say nothing to me ever again. And so that's how Diana and I built our friendship. Coincidentally, on the same first live stream, someone went and told Doc, there's a little Puerto Rican in Ecamm streaming and, she's going to be a problem. And then Doc came on and Doc messaged me and was like, hey, mommy, hey, mira. Hey, I need you to come in. I need you to come to my live stream. Where did Paul go? Paul left. Paul just said he's done.
Paul was like, I'm out.
I'm done. He's having problems with his computer. He probably restarted. Let me make sure I pay attention to my phone. But then Doc came on. He did say that. He did say, Mommy, I heard you're going to be a problem, but I want you to come onto my stream. And I was like, okay. And I couldn't do it the first Saturday that he invited me. And so the next Saturday. And then that was all. I was hooked because I think I went on with Doc for like probably 2 or 3 months straight. I was showing up on his Thursday streams. I was showing up on his Saturday streams. It was a wrap from there.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
It's funny how
how
once you get started.
Yeah.
Wait, am I muted on? No, it's funny
you're
how
good.
once you get started, that it becomes addicting. And I don't think people understand that. And a lot of it has to do with your community, right? When your community starts coming through and,
Yep.
you're not doing it by yourself. You're not talking to the blindness. And that's the one thing that makes live different from pre-records. Pre-record, you don't know who's watching when.
Right.
You get your feedback. But when you're live, it's live.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's how we got that iconic clip of when that rolled into Vlogmas, And Doc was cracking it like, I can do this. Set the timer.
Right.
And I'm just
Louis,
sitting
weren't
like,
you there
that
with the
was
timer?
hilarious.
That's why I wanted these particular people on, because to talk about from the beginning now all the way to where we are, because you guys were a part of some really iconic things with that timer. So Louis, why don't you talk about that?
That was
timer?
was Chris's fault. That was Woody's fault all day long. Because Chris Wood was like, well, what is black? I was like, oh, I can tell it to you in 30 seconds or less. And then that guy, it didn't work.
It was the stream that Doc in India was on,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So it was
Mhm.
that stream, and Doc swore that he'd be able to condense information into 30 seconds or less. And he's like, I'm about to show you how it's done. And
Who
Ms.
told a
Deeds
lie?
pretty much put it.
Hell with
It
flying
wasn't
colors.
even about the lie. It was that he was convinced that he was
Right.
gonna do it. He cracked his fingers and he went into it, right?
Yes.
And when the best part of this whole story is just his face when that buzzer went off. Because
Yo.
he
That was
thought he
India
had
with
like
the buzzer,
5
too.
seconds in the
India was
bag,
like,
you know, and it was like, he was like, what?
What?
He was like,
Yo, that was the funniest thing, because it's true. You know, Doc, the competitive Puerto Rican in him. So someone issued him a challenge, and he did. He got prepared, and he was like, and went into it. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna time this, but he didn't know I was timing him. That was what it was. He didn't know I was timing him until it went off, and I put the buzzer. Yo, Doc, not only did his mouth drop, he did a double take, like, wait, what?
yeah, like,
Yeah, that's
First of
exactly
all,
what
I
it
wish I
did.
could find
Hey,
that
wait,
video.
hold up. First of all, zip it, Evie. Okay, Evie, you just close your damn face, lady. And second of all, there's a lesson in that. All right, here's the lesson in that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go in and you got to just try it, right? I could have just been like, oh no, I can't do that, whatever, right? I thought I
Right.
could do it. I wasn't able to do it, and whatever. It's not the end of the world, but I definitely would have not been able to do it if I never tried. Hello.
See, again, that's the Puerto Rican in you, just trying to make it better that you couldn't do it in whatever 30 seconds or whatever minute. But that shit was funny. And Diana's looking for it. Because that was, we cried. We had tears in our eyes.
Yo, we were
that
in
day.
tears. That was
Oh,
the
I found
beginning
it.
of the 5-hour live stream days. Was that right there? Why you gotta find it, Diana?
Because it's iconic, man.
Like, why
This-
you
this
got it in
day
your
is the
B-roll
day.
folder? Man,
Hold on, Diana. So you got it up. So
She
because
got
I
her little
did
B-roll
prepare.
folder.
November 26th, 2020.
Hold on.
November 26th, 2020.
Hold on. Let's
In
see.
the group.
Diana, share your
In the
screen.
group.
Can we? Oh, can I? I can't share screen. Just share
Wait,
your screen
she
instead.
had the
I think.
audacity to have it ready.
Listen, of course I am gonna have it
do.
ready. Hello, come on, we're both.
Can you see it
we're-
now?
Yes.
No,
Hold on.
And even the fact that Diana got it like pulled up in her little B-roll folder or whatever,
Hold on.
like I was
We gonna
saving
do
this
this.
for the next time.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
she had it archived.
Look, she's already laughing. Don't laugh
Hold on.
without us.
You know
Hold
what?
on. Don't
Let's
laugh
get-
without us.
Test me,
Where is
man.
it?
You know what we're dealing
All right.
with,
So we
son.
got
She
that.
said,
You
don't
see it
laugh
here?
without us.
All the
No.
way.
Get in line.
Okay,
Hello.
Chris, I
Here we
can
go.
hear it. Let's see if I can get my timing together. On your march, get set. All right, so
Do
Vlogmas
it.
is a situation where you are going to create a vlog or a video every single day for the month of December. Now, the point of this is really about your own personal development, because you yourself, Chris, you're getting on a horse, you're trying to get your channel started, you're doing your thing, okay? Your subject can be about anything. Most people tend to keep it holiday theme oriented. My Vlogmas is going to be about creator mindset. And then, of course, I'm Doc, so there will be some gear involved. These are some gears that you dang. Hey, but you know what it is? Okay. Hey, So, I just first figured it out. Vlogmas See? start is Chris.
Go ahead.
Wait, no,
Yo.
them filler words, man. Them filler words will bite you in the ass. I was like, okay, see, right? You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And so them damn filler words would get you. I had to install Descript. It would be good.
No, let's go
Thank
right,
you,
right
Jay.
on
See,
back.
but-
Right on.
So, Chris, you get on a horse.
That's
trying to get your
why-
But he
money, you doing
knew
your
there
thing.
was a timer though.
That's
Okay.
no,
The
you know
subject can be
why?
about
No,
anything.
because
Most
Diana, because
people
it was
tend to
so
keep it
funny.
holiday theme oriented.
Diana
My
went
Vlogmas is going to
in
be about creator
and
mindset.
she recut it because we cried so much about it. Diana went in and recut
Yeah,
the video.
Clips was not out then.
Right. So Diana went in and recut just that section and put the timer like that because it was the funniest thing to reshare with the community. That's what that was.
Okay.
That shit was
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Oh, that's too funny.
So I'm just coming in. We got
Hilarious.
everybody in the community. Miss Eileen is here. I know it's usually past her bedtime. She's told me that before. She's like, India, I'm never going to catch one of your live streams because it's past my bedtime. But she says, what's the secret to your success? So I want to make sure before she drops off, I do answer that question. Honestly, the biggest, I feel like it's the most obvious, but it is having a community of supporters. And again, that's why I started off. I am going to rotate guests throughout the evening. So Lewis is going to drop off. I want him to tell a story before he drops off soon. But having a community, and like I started with these guys here because Paul was, like I said, with me through the entire challenge. But even before the challenge, Paul, like when I first bought my house, we started building our friendship, and Paul would message me when I stopped live streaming. And Paul would be like, hey, you know, are you okay? What's going on? I miss your live streams. And so that's how Paul and I started establishing a friendship. I just told the stories about me and Diana and Doc. And we've been friends, I would say, right from the jump on FaceTime calls and on, Facebook Messenger calls. They know that, listen, y'all better not call me at 12.
this noise? I'm trying to sleep.
Exactly that. They know I love my sleep. And Paul has already learned that as well. Don't mess with me in my sleep. Absolutely not. And then
the other one would be Dad
I'd be
in
thinking of
India.
text India.
Why the hell are you sending us selfies at 6 a.m.?
Y'all are haters. Okay?
Oh my
Look, because my hair be
gosh.
looking
Oh
right.
no, stop. No, we ain't gonna skip this story. We're not skipping this story
about to
because
get
it
it.
happened too many times. So, right, it's right. For somebody who says they love sleep or answer the phone with attitude, just face just stuck, like just always upset that the phone ringing. So it's like, and then it's like you're an hour ahead of everybody. Like you're ahead of everybody. So time wise, we're just getting up, just brushing your thing. Bing, 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 bing. Look at the notification. India got 32 selfies. And why? Why we got to have 32 selfies every morning
Y'all are
in the group
haters.
chat? That's
Because
all I'm
you
saying.
love me. Because
Ain't
it's
nobody
like,
hated this.
listen.
Get you a new lens or something. Like, oh, I need a photo shoot.
Y'all better leave me alone. So absolutely having a community and then getting to know all of my amazing things, like my amazing luxurious locks and great selfies, but also knowing my areas of opportunities and knowing my struggles, and then just having my support system. And when I did say, listen, I got to back out, I got to do some stuff, they were there even when I wasn't here. And what I mean by that is that I maintain my friendships and I maintain my communication with the people you see here, even when I wasn't live streaming. And then when I was ready to come back, it was like, all right, cool. We're here for it. We're ready for it. And they kind of helped me back into that space. And then once I was in the space, it was a wrap. Like the support system was just exactly what I needed. So I would say the biggest secret to my success is absolutely having the community, like all of you guys, but then having my mentors and my friends just be there to lean on through good and bad. Then what I want to do is I want to then fast forward to then how Lewis came about and how I think it was our first interaction, Lewis. So the older community knows that I went through a bad breakup. I moved in with my brother in Pittsburgh. It was all very unexpected. And I was going to I was like, listen, I'm going to keep on. Like, I'm not going to take a break. I called Doc. Doc and Diana were one of the first people that I talked to about that. You know, I'm all like crying, like, oh my God. And Doc is like, you're just going to keep moving. Like, that's it. Just, for lack of better words, F that bitch, you'll be all right. Like, you're going to keep moving. Like,
where we were going to hide the body.
Right, exactly. That's it. Like, oh, ain't nobody hurting my little sister. Like, F that bitch. Like, yo, you good. Don't worry about it. I got you. Right. And so on January 2nd was one of his Saturday live streams. And it was literally hours after I had driven from New Jersey to Pittsburgh with all my shit in the car with Tyler. I didn't get no sleep. I cried all night. Like, it was just like, and so, but I wanted to keep on. Like, I wanted to lean on my community without telling you guys, but I just wanted to be there. And so I wasn't in my luxurious do my hair selfie mood. And so I threw on a hoodie. I was in my New York gangster mood. I threw on a hoodie and I threw on a Scully, and I didn't have my gear. So I went to Best Buy and I bought a Samsung Q2U, because Diana always talked about that. They had it in stock.
Q2U.
And so I was like this in Doc's live stream holding the Q2U. And fucking Lewis, do you have the pictures, Lewis, so you can do a screen share, or do I need to bring it up? Lewis and Lemuel
Look at this, holding his
You
face in
have to bring it
shame.
up. You have to bring it up. I
Holding
don't
his
have it
face
set
in
up.
shame.
So I'm gonna do. I'm
No,
gonna do, right. He's
holding
holding his. Go ahead,
my
Lewis.
face
So
in
you can talk
laughter.
about it. Go ahead while I bring this up, because this is why. This is what it is.
It was just.
This is documentable right here.
This
It
is-
was just the whole
Let's
vibe,
confess.
and
Right.
we're
Confess.
all there to bring up India's spirits. We're all there to cheer her up, and as we always clown on each other as family, we were in a very festive and jovial mood. So what
You
was
talking a
very
whole lot of
popular
shit
back
right now, like a
then,
Puerto
and
Rican, is what you do, and you saying
That's what
all.
I'm saying. Just say, don't say it. I got it on film. I got it on tape. Don't tell the truth. Don't tell the truth, Luis.
Exactly.
Don't tell it.
Run tell
I'm giving
that.
context. I'm giving context.
Nah,
here,
run
though.
tell
So
that.
after a lot of our
No. India gave
whoever it was,
context. Now just tell the truth.
there would be a plethora of memes. I am telling the truth, Miss D. You need to chill.
That the
So there would
memes
be a
was Manuel's
plethora
fault.
of memes that
But he
would come
jumped in.
out into the
It was.
Facebook
Yeah, memes
LGL
Lil.
group
Hold on.
immediately
this smaller?
after anyone
Hold
would
on.
go live, especially when we would go live within the group. And,
I can't stand
and
you.
while India was live, we were already clowning on her Scully and her getup and her holding
I
the
can't
mic
stand
looking
y'all.
like Eminem on 8 Mile. You understand? So
Hold on. I'm
this
fixing
was
this.
the meme that I posted in the LGL group the day of.
So I had a hoodie. I had a Scully.
And I still hold to it.
Fucking Lewis went and put the Harry Potter glasses on Eminem.
So if anyone were to see that,
I can't stand you. Wait, because look at what this started. Because then what this started was oh my goodness. And I didn't remember this. I meant you guys are laughing so much. I cannot stand you guys. But then what then this started was because we were doing video reviews. I went in, hold on, and look at this picture. See? Hold on. Wait a minute. Why can't I click on this? So then, because my homie Kelly, Noble Mirabella, and Michelle, they wanted to have my back. They went in and we did a stream where we were doing video reviews. And look at Michelle. She went in and said, India, I got you.
Everybody got this, Kelly.
And then Kelly, when Kelly jumped on the stream,
Yo, that was the
Kelly said-
beginning of ladies' night.
That was the beginning
Yes.
of ladies' night. And look at me. Wait, so now look at me holding the microphone, right? So I'm holding the microphone because I was going to stream no matter what. Nobody could tell me nothing. I was going to stream, right? And then this, hold on. Wait a minute. So where is, I saved the picture and this is Lemuel. Hold on. It's taking a minute because it's through NDI. So.
In India, America.
Yes. Hold on. Wait, why didn't it change?
There's a conflict.
Hold on, let me
This
see.
is just too funny, bro. Luis, the picture is just too funny, bro.
Yo, wait this one. And this was
Oh
Lemuel.
my
And I tagged him. I tagged him on it. I said, Lemuel, I'm really mad at you for this. But what's funny is that Lem didn't know. Look at this. Wait, we gotta you gotta see the whole thing.
Oh God, that is the best. That is the best. The well. Oh my Lemon head right now when you need her. Oh my God.
Because and I
The
don't
stream
remember.
wouldn't even be
God.
over.
Oh
and
my
Lamb,
goodness!
and
Hold
Lamb
on,
got it ready already.
wait. Hold on, I something happened. I switched the button, but I don't remember what it was on that stream with Doc that day that Lemuel was dying in the chat in the comments. He was dying, and he was like, "India." I guess because I was holding up the microphone, he was like, "India, it looks like you're about to call bingo numbers. Please do it." And he was egging me on, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna do it." And I started saying B15, B15, and this stupid ass went and did that meme of me,
Oh my God.
and that was a
Dude, the
year,
best part is
2
the
years
arms,
ago?
yo.
Yeah, the arms. Oh, you know what? Y'all better leave me.
Yeah, you need to
alone.
work out more.
Okay,
Go ahead, Doc.
okay.
Go ahead.
Listen, India. Listen, I need to do a tech check or something real fast before I try something over here. I want to
Okay.
know. Can you make me? I know you got all your scenes together, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you make me like kind of in the center? I just want to see if you can hear the audio before I play what I gotta play.
Like in the same scene, or what do you want me to do? Or no, like the other one, like
just
this one
like
here.
I need a big verse.
All right, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course,
like that
of
one over
course.
there.
So then
But-
we're gonna
but-
go back
but can you
here,
put my joint in the center?
and then
All right, we putting her on the spot
So-
right
hold
now.
on. Wait, you putting me on the
This
spot?
honey is
Espérate, hold
lusty.
on. Wait a
India.
minute. I should have probably.
India,
should've-
you need to be careful.
Why? I should be right. I should. I don't know if I signed up for this.
You need to be
on.
careful, India.
Why?
All that
Paul
skin that's
Zippy.
hanging off your arms is liable to hit the end of the stream button.
You know what? I can't stand you guys.
Attention.
You know what?
That old lady's arm did look like that old
Yo,
lady's arm looked like
Keith-
strings of spaghetti.
What happened here? Hold on. Oh, there it
Dude.
is.
Keith,
No.
Keith be the one with the pressing the end the stream button all the time. That was so funny.
Hold on. Let me fix this, and then let's go back to custom.
We
Let's do
deemed it the
wide.
KP button.
She's good.
This is good. I don't know how I feel
Yeah,
about
we need
this.
the KP button. That's right.
Yeah. All right, and then Doc. So you want to
Look at
share
that.
your screen, Doc, or you gonna
Like
do it?
fettuccine.
How do you want to do it?
No,
Likely too.
that'll work.
Okay.
I can do it straight from Ecamm. I just want to know if it's going to work.
Okay.
All right. I just want to know if you can hear this real quick before I play what I got to play.
I'm a little stressed. No, we can't hear it.
Does the sound
Everybody,
come through?
Attention.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You can't hear it.
I just heard something just
Why is
now.
that?
I heard that. Yeah.
What about if I hit Bazing? Okay, that comes through. That's weird, but you say a movie sounds does not come through. Not good. I need to hear movie sounds.
Now I'm in
You
suspense.
can't hear that sound?
No.
Okay, wait. I know what. Well, see, what's weird because it's the Rodecaster Pro.
Hmm.
This is gonna suck if I can't make the sound come through.
That's because you wasn't meant to make the sound come
Wait,
through.
I'm
That's
not doing
why.
anything special. No, no, get
no.
funny, okay?
No.
Okay,
Why
this
don't you
is
just
funny.
share
Make the
your
sound
screen
come through.
separately? Doc,
Okay, I know what I'm
Mr.
gonna do.
Feature Fridays, Mr.
I'm
ECAM.
no. I'm just
There's a
gonna
guy that
play
does
the
demos
joint
on Friday that might
along
help
with
you.
the joint at the same time I play. Hey, zip your face, Paul. I'm gonna play the joint. When I play the joint, I could just do it manually. Can you hear this? Could you hear that?
No, Doc.
No.
Answer the question.
No.
How the hell?
No.
It says Rodecaster Pro Stereo. Let me press this. Ain't this some craziness? Why doesn't it make the sound come through when I make the sound come through?
All I do hear like you doing a little sound effect, but then
Oh, what?
Do that dip.
You know, if you
Yeah.
would have been here for the
That's
tech
not
check,
me,
you
that's
might have been able to
Diana.
figure this
No,
out.
that's Diana. What?
Hey, no. Okay, I know.
No.
Wait. I know what to do. Hold up. Hold
No,
up.
I
Wait
can't.
a minute.
You know
Let
what?
me.
I should have thought this
Sneaking it
through.
in.
I should have thought this
Wait.
through before having people see. Diana was too quiet. She was too quiet in the background. Now I'm a little
That was
like,
way too quiet. I
and
know
now
what I'm
she's
gonna do.
crying.
Why?
No.
While Diana is making India laugh,
No.
I'm gonna put it on the button on the roadcaster, and then we won't have this problem. See, that's how we go. We're gonna just go ahead and throw this on the button. It's uploading. In the meantime, while it's uploading, because I can do this really quickly, what I wanted to said is that trust you me, like my people, right? Katie, Caleb, Ken, Glenn, everybody. They was like, they wanted to give you your props and your shots and whatever. And I'm like, man, she don't need no props and no shots. Just end it. And they're like, no. It's very good of her to do what she did because it is inspirational to people in the community. And maybe you doing what you did is going to spark some folks in the community to like see why they need to push themselves and challenge themselves and just try some things. And I know, like I said yesterday, I know everyone thinks, oh, it's India. It's easy for her. It is not easy for her. I just want to be the first to tell you because I know that, and Miss Diana will back me up, this little person would rather do nothing else with her extra time but sleep
That
and
is
look
so
at herself
true.
in the mirror.
Yes.
So the fact that she actually, the fact that she actually powered through this entire thing and did it with a modicum of, I'll call it enjoyment, right? She put in the work, she did it, she stayed on task, nothing like distracted her, whatever.
Yeah.
We wanted to do you a little something, and I'm gonna send you something right here,
All right.
real quick.
Uh-oh. Is this gonna make me cry?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey.
Get it. Dude.
All right, so the fam and I, we got you a little
Dude.
something. So come like I think the 15th. What is that? Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
Thursday or Friday or something. You're gonna have to stay your ass in the house and wait
I
for
know,
the
and not go
UPS
anywhere.
man.
Okay.
Nah, I'll send you the tracking number. Once they send it to me, I'll send you the info and let you know. But we wanted to, get you something dope.
That's
And
dope.
I was like, oh, we was thinking. I was like, I know we can get her a free facial.
I mean, I was
like,
looking
what?
at my face today.
And
I
I was
wouldn't have
like-
said that. Can't stand y'all.
I'm joking. Anyway, I was like, in order of Pride Month, let's get her the Rodecaster Pro 2 with the Pride Month buttons.
Ooh.
And then Caleb was like, yep, that's the one. So, yeah,
Thank you. That
we're
is.
sending you one of these.
Thank you.
And then now you can kick it with me and Diana and Paul and Luis.
Yes.
And we can all play with us and invite
That's
Tom to
exciting.
come kick it with us. And then we can just like Rodecaster Pro 2 nerd out.
That's exciting.
So
Oh, man.
congratulations. And
Oh,
that is
thank
from
you.
the fam. The fam wanted to send you much love. So big ups on you.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm moving. Lock your scenes, India. Gosh. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it.
So when you said, what was I doing? I was fighting Canva because Canva kept messing up my export. And I was like, damn it, I should have did this in Final Cut. I'd have been done in like
We've
5
been
minutes.
done.
But I was trying to be cute and do it in Canva. And that was stupid.
Man, well, I thank you, Ecamm community, Katie, Caleb, Ken, Glenn. You guys are the best. Thank you, Doc Rock. You are the best. I'm gonna try not to get emotional because y'all like to make me cry on screen. You know how that is. You know I love to sleep, and I almost started crying the day before yesterday on stream. Okay, so we're not gonna, not gonna get me there. But that is super dope. I'm
Well,
excited.
I have a
Excited.
question to pose to
Uh-oh.
you. What's
Okay.
been your
I'm
greatest
laughing.
takeaway from this whole experience in the America?
Now we shouting out government names. We shouting out government names. That's what we
Oh,
do.
we are. We shout out government, continental, U.S. The whole going for the gold.
Everything. Hold on, because my Luna display acted. I'm restarting that. What was the question? I'll be serious. What was the question one more time?
What has been your greatest takeaway in doing this? Because 100.
I was very, very anxious about that big commitment, and it just became second nature, I would say. That I knew for the most part my schedule was going to be 7 o'clock every single day. So at 6 o'clock, I started shifting the mindset from being, a banker to a content creator. And it was like, all right, I got to go downstairs. And it wasn't anything, right? Like, and that's not to say that it wasn't anything, but for me, I feel like it wasn't as bad as, or as much pressure that I put on myself. And then it was even further solidified that as I started to go and as I started to do the things all the time, every day, it was like, okay, it's cool. Like the community's here for it. So when it's those days that I'm not teaching something, or if it's those days that I'm not, have anything informative to say, the community's still here and we can just hang out, and that's just what it's going to be. So just not putting so much pressure on myself and not having that forward thinking of, oh, this is going to be horrible or it's going to be too much or whatever, because it's really not that bad. So, and Doc spoke about that yesterday too. I think that is honestly my biggest takeaway. Just do it. It's not that big of a deal, which has helped
That's
me
good.
even with work, right? So that's the other piece. I guess those two are kind of collided with work, or just for me as personal growth. That has been now my mantra the last, I would say, maybe 60 days, right? Once I've gotten into it. So like, if deals went wrong at the job, it was like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. I'll get a deal somewhere else. Like, it is what it is, right? So then that also helped me to kind of just dust off my shoulders and be like, tomorrow's a new day. I didn't get to all the applications. Tomorrow's a new day. So that it's not that big of a deal has helped me grow as a person with just everything in my life. Good question, Diana.
That short-term
That's good.
amnesia is amazing what you can do for you, right? Like
Yeah.
if something doesn't go your way, you just all right, cool, let's reset, let's do it
Yeah.
again. And I think so many people, what happens, I think a lot of our fears, right, our random fears about things that are technically not painful, come from putting too much emphasis on something that can easily be recovered from, or using that as it happened to me this time, this day. So now every time I try this
Right.
exact same thing is going to happen.
Yep.
The ability for the same thing to happen over and over again, like exact same time, exact same way, or whatever, is pretty much next to impossible. Right. That's
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
say lightning,
Yeah.
don't really strike twice in the same place. But how many people are afraid once they do something that every time you do this, this is going to be the outcome? And it's
Yeah.
just not that mathematically, like algebraically, that's a problem. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen. So, things aren't that repeatable except death and taxes. Right. So
Yeah.
you might as well do it. So I appreciate that you said how it intertwined
Yep.
with your work schedule. And that's what
Yeah.
I was trying to teach people yesterday. We freak out about stuff before we actually even see what it be like. And
100%.
I can't even tell you the stuff that I eat or drink now that as a kid, I'd have been like, nope, I don't like that.
Right.
Them little stupid baby cabbages turn out to be incredible once somebody knows how to cook Brussels sprouts.
Facts.
It's true. No, it's true. It's true. 100%. So Lewis, and I'm going to start rotating guests. Lewis, what do you want to add? And you're still doing, right? So you're like, what week? I'm going to say 84. What week are you in?
Oh, I muted
You're good.
myself.
You're good. Yeah.
Check me out. No, I actually did week 80 yesterday. Now,
Okay.
total live streams, that's well over 100,
Yeah.
but consecutive weeks was 80 as of last night. So,
Yeah.
what I would like to say was that I hope that our conversation at the beginning of this challenge did help you out, and it seems like it did. So that makes it, all worthwhile for me, for the simple reason that I also had mentioned to you that when you're doing the consecutive live streams, you just also don't beat yourself up
Yeah.
for not like hitting a grand slam every episode, so to
Yep.
speak, because there's going to be some off nights, there's going to be like some bunts, and
Yep.
sometimes you just get a single, but just showing up is part of the learning process. And as you can see now, coming to day 100, there was a lot of things that was shared and a lot of things that
Yeah.
was learned, both
Yeah.
from you and the community. So it was a lot of fun, and I just want to thank you for letting me be part of it,
Yeah.
both back then and today.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, and so like I mentioned, Lewis was one of the very first guests that came on, and I wanted to hear from his perspective, right, of doing it. He has his own, full-time job. He's a full-time single dad, right? Like it's a lot, and it's like, all right, so how are you doing this shit? Because you haven't quit and you haven't ended a week. I need to know what do I need to know? I need to know what you think I need to know. And that was some of the things that he told me. He said, you're not going to hit a grand slam all the time. There's going to be days when you finish at the bank and you're not going to want to stream and you're going to be pissed the fuck off. He's like, so be prepared for
I
that.
think that was the after conversation.
That was the after conversation. And then some of the other, right? But it was still invaluable for me. The other thing that he said was, when you are not in the mood, he gave me advice and said, I like to listen to like Comedy Central. I like to put on one of the comedy apps just to kind of get me laughing and in the mood, to just switch your mood up. He's like, so find out what works for you, because there's going to be days that you feel down. There's going to be days that stuff at the bank blows up, or you just may not be into it. And you want to make sure that right before you go into the live stream, shake it off. So listen to something funny, go work out, go do something, but shake it off so that when you're ready to get on the camera, you're good to go. You gave me good advice, Lewis. It was really, really good advice that really helped, like it was invaluable. That's why it was important that I made sure I wanted to have you on today, and have you on as one of the first guests, because it was a very crucial role with helping me stay and understand, like, all right, so Lewis spoke about this. I guess this is what this means. And, like, all right, so this stream, there weren't that many people on. All right, I feel like I bombed, but I'm just going to keep on going anyway. And then that's it, right? Here we are. I can't believe it's 100 days later. So I wanted to make sure that, I said thank you. So, all right.
Yeah. And then the last thing I would say would be, to now select the best day for you of the week or days, which we already spoke about, and that you already know which days you're going to be coming back on, and that was something that you should have ready when you reach this point. Now, if it's another piece of advice that I can give you before I go, and just is tomorrow's going to be tough. Okay. And tomorrow's going to be tough in the fact that it will be a lot easier for you to just come back on and go live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I will tell you to make sure to not do it, just for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so that you can now cut the tie as well, and just allow yourself to enjoy this accomplishment that you've reached 100 days. But I'm telling you, it will be easier. You're going to get an urge because it's built into your system, into your habit.
Yeah.
But if I see you live tomorrow, I'm coming for you. Okay.
Listen,
so
so
I'm
you
just
said
letting
that-
you know. All right.
wait, so you said
Tomorrow
that
is
as
for
I'm-
you.
Listen,
And
so
you take
as I
it.
was getting ready, so I went out for a bike ride and then I took a shower. And as I'm getting ready for the stream after the bike ride, I was like, well, how bad would it be if I continued tomorrow? Like, it's already a part of my schedule. Like, I mean,
see?
today's the last day. That literally, as I was getting ready, I was like, and then I was like, no. I got things that I need to, like, there's other things that I want to work on, that I need to work on, that time is going to buy, me back. So, I'm going to have Evie jump on.
But you know what it
next.
matters is
Go
if
ahead.
you would be able to, if you were able to pop in and do something for 10, 15 minutes and be 10, 15 minutes, it'd be one thing, but you're just not good at
No,
that.
that's not
So
me.
that's why it would
Yeah.
be hard, right?
No.
Because normally, I mean, if it was me, I would just keep it going. But knowing that
Right.
you have to know yourself, and this is what we keep trying to tell folks, and they don't get it. They're like, oh, but so-and-so. I was like, no, you have to know yourself. You know good and well that you're not going to come and do 10 minutes and leave. Just like Diana, this is going to be a quick stream, and then 3 hours later, you still over there lost in the comments from 3 days ago down there waiting for you.
Wait, you know what I thought
30 minutes
remembered?
back
Wait a
behind.
minute.
Right.
How about
Right.
how about
can't
when
begin
was
to-
it that with the ZV1 when Diana was on one of her long live streams and I finally caved and I bought the ZV1 and we were trying to get Diana's attention and we were buying Diana's super chats because she was ignoring wait, but it gets even better. So she was ignoring
Yes.
our text
And then
messages.
texting her and doing all kind of crap.
And then Doc was like, "Give me her cell phone number," and I was
You
like,
know,
"I'm not
when
giving
you're doing
nobody
this stream, you're
Diana's cell
trying
phone
to
number."
stay focused.
And we're buying, and then she's like, "Why
Yo.
is India
Look,
and
my
Doc?
phone-
Everybody
Yo,
was buying her
India.
super chats. Remember that?"
Look, we were this
All
close.
I
We
kept
were
saying
this
was
close
like,
to
oh,
buy her a
that's
pizza to
like-
send the
like,
pizza
okay.
man over to be
knock
like,
on the
answer the
door.
damn phone.
When I'm
you order
doing
a
the stream,
pepperoni?
when I'm
Yeah,
I'm
no.
focused. Like, so
Oh,
I saw
wait,
like,
wait,
oh,
what?
I wonder why you keep calling so much. Literally,
Right.
literally clueless that day. I'm just sitting there like, oh, thank you for the super. Oh, another one. All right, well, appreciate
Right,
that.
and we're
that.
like,
And
look
it's like,
at the
oh, and-
message,
okay,
right?
Well, thanks I don't like right. Like,
Yo.
look at your phone. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
This
Putting
girl
there,
made
see,
$600
be
from
focused.
ignoring us.
Everything's on do
Right
not
that
disturb.
day, right. It was the funniest thing. Super chat, India, super
Yo.
chat, Doc, super chat, Lemuel. All of us were super chatting her. And she was like, "No, I'm just gonna ignore you guys."
You don't even
Funniest
know.
I was just
thing
like,
ever.
Hey, in
I
the
was
middle of
not
that, like,
ignoring you. I was not ignoring you.
yeah, you was.
Yeah.
I
you were.
called up the Air Force Base and I was like, look, can y'all run by
No,
this?
I wasn't.
I miss Diana Gladney. Yeah, we India and Doc are trying to get all you read your goddamn super chats. Where's Captain Dragon it out?
She still ain't answering. I mean, it buzzed by her house like 3-4 times. She goes, like,
Right.
guys, can you hear that? The airplane? And it's like, yeah, the airplane trying to get your attention. And then she was just like, okay, so the ZVE-10,
Right.
ZV-1, sorry.
Completely oblivious. The ZVE10
That is
wasn't even out
hilarious.
then. Whatever. It's like I was completely oblivious that day, just trying to go through the chat.
Oh my goodness. That
Oh,
is
man.
funny as
Man, I
hell.
got
Y'all not
tears
right.
over here. I got
See,
tears.
I knew we were gonna have fun. All right, Lewis, say goodbye to the community. I'm gonna have Evie jump on for a little bit. Thank you, big brother. I appreciate you.
Bye, everyone. Nice shirt, Doc.
Oh, what does that say? Hold on. What do I need to know about his shirt?
Thank you. You know what I got to
Upgrade
do?
your
Upgrade these skills.
skills.
Upgrade these
Had mine on
skills.
the other day.
Oh, who
It's
is
the
that?
Mr. It's the Mr. Camera Junkie
Oh,
Miami
and shout
Swap
out
Meet
to
OG.
Luis. Got
Bye, everyone.
Good night, Lewis. I'll text you. Thank you so
See you
much.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
What Luis got, Diana?
What do you got? Hold on. All right. Okay, cool.
What you talking about?
You said shout out to Luis Scott, and then you didn't finish.
Oh, he got the I don't know if anybody follows what's the name of his newsletter for people with video and stuff like that coming up. He shared Luis's story. And so like same day I had Luis shirt
yes,
on,
yes,
I had sent him a video through Facebook Messenger, just congratulate him because like Luis speaking from experience with like pushing through when you don't want to and when the obstacle you see obstacles that are in the way, but like the book says the obstacle is the way. So Luis has pushed through a lot of unfortunate situations that everybody has a traumatic experience that they go through. And it's like in those defining moments, you define who you really are. You have to pull yourself out of yourself to really be present in those moments. And so I just appreciate what Luis did. And he went through to get to People of Video last year, and then him getting the shine and the recognition that he deserves for all of that. So I was just congratulating him on that because, again,
Yeah.
in the background, like you said, you had a bunch of stuff going on in India. And then like last year, Luis had a bunch of stuff going on. And regardless, push through. And so salute to both of you because honestly, it's very important that in those deep, dark moments when stuff is just hitting you left and right, you know that you are not by yourself. And that on the other end, you look back like, dang, the thoughts that you were having back then, the way that you were feeling sometimes it make it feel like you're sitting under a mountain versus now being on the other side of those and you've conquered those frustrating moments. Now you can stand at the peak and look down and say, I did it. You know, so
Yeah.
I got through it. I made it
Yeah.
through. Maybe a couple scrapes and bruises, but you know, it changes you, but it births out more of who you really are. So
Yeah.
I say I
No.
would salute to Luis and then salute to you for all that you all have done.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. It was an absolute challenge, and there were, and you guys know, like we said, just from the biggest struggle from last year with everything, right? And then just taking the little bit of break. Like I tried, I fought it, and then I was like, I can't do this shit. Like I literally need to pull back, and then pulled back. And once I felt myself kind of centered and at home, for me, it was like, all right, I'm gonna go, in. And then I started my weekly streams, and you said it earlier. It was like I decided to do it. Paul's network went south, so we'll just kind of hang out here. Let me just text him back. But it was like, all right, I was doing my streams at the beginning of the year, and then I was like, I saw Lewis doing his consecutive streams. Gretchen was finishing her streams. Alec had just finished his streams. Chris had done it last year. And I was like, I need to do it because I need to see if I can do it. So you hit the nail on the head. It was absolutely that thing of, I left, I want to do this. How serious am I? Right. And knowing if I do this and I don't kind of give up and I don't, what are you guys doing? Oh, you guys are being stupid. They're
I'm
like,
giving
what is that?
Evie
What
the
are you
high
doing?
fives over here.
I'm like, what's happening here? I'm like, what is happening? Trying to have a whole serious conversation and you two are goofing off. Anyway,
Sorry.
all right. So
India
with that
Delgado
being-
serious. That's kind of like, what's the English word for that?
I don't know.
Oxymoron.
Thank you.
You know what? You better leave me alone. Evie, what is going on? And
Here, let me
Evie,
do this for
we've been
Diana real
friends.
quick.
What do you, oh, the dark chocolates.
Oh gosh, you might as well have got some dirt out of the freaking front yard. He out there, it's right. He done found a loogie that's covered in dirt, and it's like, look what I got. It's like you got nothing. You got nothing.
Doc, you're supposed to swallow.
Oh my goodness. But you hold on before I get back to Evie. That was another thing that we were saying, Doc, about you. We were calling you Mary Poppins because you have a Mary Poppins bag that you just randomly
You
you'll be
mention
talking,
anything.
and then you'll be like, hold on, gang. And then you go
Pops it
under
out.
and it's
Yep.
like, and you did that this Saturday with Tom when you were talking about the XLR cable and you were like, Tom, let me show you. And you're like, matter of fact, I actually have an XLR cable that I don't use because I don't like, and here you go. And you went into it and you see you have like a random just goodie bags. It's like a never ending bag that you
See,
just pull stuff out.
Tom is here, by the way.
I know,
Tom,
I
Tom
see.
popped up
Tom.
in the chat.
What is going on, Mr. Tom Buck? Thank you for showing support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Evie, you have also been a friend of mine probably now for like a year and a half, because it was right after Ladies Night. Kelly introduced us. It was when you and Kelly did the content marketing.
Oh my
Power Up.
God. That's one of the things where I'm like, I don't even know how the heck you do 100 days.
Right.
We did 30 with the content marketing power up, and
Yep.
I'm like, I was done. I was like, as much as I enjoyed it, as much as I had fun,
Yeah.
I was so ready for day 30. I'm like, you did 100. I'm like,
Yeah. 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 It's been fun. It's been fun. But I would say, so for you, I'd love to hear the feedback from each of you guys. Cause again, you're someone that I talk to. We FaceTime all the time. You're always showing me your ugly pictures of San Diego that I absolutely hate. Gosh.
especially with the fancy coffee.
Gosh. From the growth, I guess, what's the feedback? What would you say from my journey the last year to now? What would you say about that from a friend's perspective? Because, don't hold back. It's Evie.
And that's never going to happen.
Is that possible? I was about to say, is that possible?
Don't hold back.
Especially considering now I got the nickname Evil Evie. Thank you for that one.
Ooh.
Oh, who did that? Oh, me. That was me. Oh, wait, that was me.
Who did that? Me? Oh, was it me? I don't know. Me? Did I do it? Me? Yeah, we did it. We did it. It was us.
You sure did do that.
Who that? Why
That's
you do
what
that?
I
there?
get for sharing my sunshine and my palms.
Right.
No, I'm like thinking back. I'm
Yeah.
like, I think we all go through the whole technology upgrade and everything. I'm
Yeah.
still remembering your green screen backdrop.
Oh, you took
And you
it
did the
back.
challenge, the iPad edit challenge. That's right
Yeah.
when we met each other.
Yeah, you took it back to the green screen days. Man, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that.
And that was green screen done well because you could not tell. Most people have like the green fringing. They
Right.
have like where it's not. And so, yeah, you did a bomb job on that one. Like I did.
That was one of her first community videos of how to
Yep.
do it correctly. But obviously, people don't know how to search because they be showing up looking ill.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. I do
didn't see
remember
it
that. I think it was like there have been some, I remember when I was doing it that when we would say, oh, you know, India has a green screen, there would be people in comments and be like, no, she don't. And we would be like, yeah, and I would unclick the green screen in Ecamm and people would be like, yo, I've been living a lie. I think Kim Bucha was one of the ones that before we became friends, I think it was Kim that was like, that is not. And I was like, yeah, it is. And hit the green screen button on Ecamm and that shit came out for exactly that. It was like, oh, my life is a lie.
The thing
And lied
that's
to in
always
the
fun
lie.
is like you like to stretch the possibilities and just figure stuff out, and you take
Yeah.
everybody for the ride.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. I mean, listen, I got to share it with the community. That's always been my motto. If I don't share it with the community, then what's the use? And so that's another thing that I've learned throughout this as well. Diana, in one of our FaceTime friendship calls, I said, one of the many calls. There were two different times. One time I was trying to do a video and my stupid ass looked at somebody else's video and how he did it. See, Diana's already like, yeah, you're a dummy. She already did that.
Yeah, I was like,
you're a
oh,
dummy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, tell your truth. Share your truth. I'm not saying nothing. Share your truth.
It's when I did the teleprompter video, and I did that this year. I was doing the teleprompter with showing the different angles and my confidence monitor. And what I did was right before, literally the day of I was going to record, I went and decided to start watching other videos of people who use iPads or confidence monitors and how they set it up. And it literally, and Doc, yesterday that was a good stream, Doc, and I didn't even know that I was going to really talk about all your points now in this stream today, because Doc also spoke about this yesterday. I literally tried to make that video like those people's videos, and I was like, oh, I like that setup. I can do an overhead over the shot setup. I can put a camera right here, and listen, that was the biggest fucking disaster that I ever had. And I called Diana, I'm not even kidding. I called Diana and I was like, so I need to vent to you, but I don't want to vent to you because when I tell you what I did, you're going to be like, well, why the hell did you do that? And I know better, but I'm really mad at myself. And so I actually didn't do that video for like 2 or 3 weeks because I was so annoyed at myself. Because it was like, well, why? No, let me do it my way. And I took a break and I reset. And then I looked at my studio again. I was like, all right, well, I can do this video my way. And I went back and I redid it. And it was the easiest thing. But it was one of those things of worrying about everybody else or worrying about being like a content creator like everybody else. So bringing back to Evie's point that like you said, that I bring people along for the journey. That's something that I've been actively working on with these 100 days, because normally I wouldn't talk about it. Doc has been asking me to do LumaFusion for 2 years now. Doc has been like, yo, hey, I need you to come on the stream and do LumaFusion. And I have to do my Doc impersonation.
I know who does it worse, you or Fulgens.
But Doc
Fulgens had the whole makeup
I
and the whole
was a little bit
that
jealous
was funny,
of
right?
that.
That was hilarious.
But I didn't want to do it, and I kept fighting it with either coming on Doc stream, doing pre-recorded videos, or even doing it on my own live streams, because I was like, I'm not well versed enough in this to teach the community. And then finally I was like, well, I know enough And probably like that button clicked, right? That I was like, I know enough because I have edited videos on LumaFusion that are currently performing pretty well. I probably know more than what someone else doesn't know. So let me show them what I know. Right. And so getting into that space of, all right, I'm gonna show you what I know. And then when there were things that I was like, I don't know, I'll figure that out. I'll tell you maybe tomorrow or I'll come back. And then that was it. So that's also helped me. And I've grown with my journey with that as well, that it was like, I don't need to be, as long as you don't come in, I guess that's a learning lesson. Don't come on the stream saying you're a professional, be real and say I'm learning, right? But I'm going to show you what I learned and let's learn this together. And I think a lot of people get caught up that they want to teach instead of saying, let's learn this together, right? Because
that's an ego thing.
Go ahead.
It's an ego thing. And
that's 100% an ego thing.
Because it's like okay, everybody will find a title of what they decide to call you or how they see you. There's no true professional or guru or whatever kind of a, you know what I'm saying, I'm the head person in charge around this, or I'm the know-it-all, quote unquote. It's like the best people that you'll find that are seen as the leader in a space or whatever. Like I said, you'll hear me say it 1,000 times a day, the go-to resource in whatever niche. That does not mean that you know every little thing or whatever. It's just that you are so into your craft of the whatever it is that you're doing. People know, and they can read people even through a video or through a live stream. So it's like you don't have to be that professional. And that was that whole thing. As soon as you brought it up, I'm like, yep. I had just shared this what was like a video, like we did a shorts version of it. We're gonna do a regular video of it. It's like just different tips around how to batch record, because and one of those tips is like protecting your mindset. If you are going to watch something, it needs to be like a tutorial on, maybe you got your cables crossed or something technical like that. So that is not pricking at your conscience of and deflating the balloon of, can I do this or not? Because when you are in the mindset to get ready to do a video, you all the way up here. When you start watching other people's stuff and you start comparing it, nobody is going from your video and pulling up a side by side to say, well, this one is this, or I can tell this on this lens. Like, nobody cares about this stuff. And honestly, it becomes a level of internal toxicity and a self-administered poison that you're not enough or not good enough or nothing. And it's like, don't do that to yourself. Especially when it is you have something to serve or you have something to give or like whatever, no matter what stage that you're at. And so that's like one of the big things about, I would say, your process and your journey and going through this whole thing is the fact that you don't have enough time in the day, especially when you got a set scheduled stream. You know, you don't have the time. You don't have time to psych yourself out in that way. Are those attacks, those mental attacks, going to come at you? Absolutely. But having the what to do's to pull yourself out of it is helpful, but it's better to let's just not go there. You know what I'm saying? I had another friend that did the same thing, and that video still to this day does not exist. Some simple top down whatever shot video of doing something with an iPad. That video doesn't exist. And so the people that would have been helped, that needed that video, the people that are waiting for you to show up, will never find you because you're psyching yourself out. So like that's huge, because I'm glad that you pushed through. I'm glad that you pushed through. It's important. It's so important.
The other piece of advice go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
Wait, I want to say the one thing that I wanted to remind everybody here: no matter what it is that you love, no matter what you're into, let's start. I'll use Ecamm as example because everybody here can understand this collectively. At one point in time, there were two people who knew about Ecamm. Just so happens their brain cell came from the same cell. Like, they were really two people, Ken and Glenn. Nobody else knew, right? So the next person that got a hold of it had to start teaching somebody. There's no way that person 3, I actually know it is Midori, but anyway, there's no way that person 3 knew as much as Ken and Glenn because, well, they invented it. right? So, but person 3 had to take whatever they know. And, oh my God, you got to see this. My cousin them, they threw this together. Come check this out. And then person 3 became person 50. Person 50 became person 500, and person 500 leads us well over to the 20,000 we only have in the Facebook group. Our user base is bigger than that, but that's just what everybody has, committed to or told themselves, everybody else, that they are. So you need to know that from your bike riding guys, when Trek started, hey, 2 people knew what that was, right? And then next thing you know, Trek's everywhere, right? I mean, global brand.
Right.
So you have to know that it's okay to just share what you have when you love it. Like, I'm not an expert about a Ruth Chris Steakhouse, but I'll take about 50 people up and they're like, man, y'all got to see this with the au poivre, and you throw a little pepper juice on the top. Come on, man. So everything that you're into, everything you love, from Game of Thrones to Stranger Things or whatever, started from other people sharing the knowledge that they had where they were at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only expert on Star Wars is George Lucas. Everybody else is faking it. So,
right.
And the other thing to that is, it's not even just the knowledge, it's also your language. I'm like, and with me, I'm all into how you perceive things and language and everything. Just because you might know as much as Doc knows, as much as Diana knows, even if you are at the exact same knowledge level, we have different ways of presenting our knowledge. Of Doc needs 3 hours where somebody else just needs 30 seconds to explain something, and he will connect with other people.
You got to bring up the 30 seconds again. Why you bringing
I had to.
That was for Luis. That was for Luis. Luis is laughing right now.
Yeah,
Why are you
he's
bringing
crying.
up old stuff, Luis?
Right.
That's true though. It's like, just because, and that's I remember I was having this conversation with these pastors, and it's like, well, you can do this and you can do this. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's like, I believe everybody's created for a reason. We all have a purpose, and when you get into content creation, like, your goal and the stuff that you're doing, your interest, what pumps you up, and all of that is designed to help a certain kind of person. I literally was meeting with a client last week, and she was like, I watched a bunch of other people videos on X, Y, and Z, and I was mad that I even watched those because it wasn't as helpful as when I watched your stuff. So it's like, even though there's other people out there, and that's not the first time I've heard that, but it's like, it's other people out there that may be doing the same stuff, but who are you like really called to help teach and, vibe with?
Yeah.
And so those people still need your version of the whatevers, because they're blind to everybody else's stuff. So your content matters. Like, do I have Lumen Fusion on my phone? Absolutely. Am I going to touch it? Hell no. But will I talk about Final Cut Pro all day long? Because I'm not for the phone stuff. I was ranting about that last week. I'm like, I'm not for the phone stuff. I love the GoPro stuff, but I know I'm gonna get that thing and it's gonna piss me off because this is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I vibe with and where I rock with. And so,
you know what?
Like, the whole thing of psyching yourself out is important. Oh, are we ZVE 10ing it out today?
You know what?
The grip.
No, I'm making fun at Diana because she's talking about, I'm not about that life, because she don't like full frames, because she got these little teeny hands.
Hell no.
Look, with my hand, look, I still got space. Look, I still got 2 fingers
sent
left.
that A7 IV back. Man, the mugs is heavy. The hell with that APS-C for life, cuz. APS-C for life, cuz. No,
Dad, if your hair
up in here,
APS-C,
cuz.
fam.
Emote. Emote.
Oh, God. No, and funny. Diana is speaking the truth, though, and it's funny because I can think of, and I was talking with Tom about this yesterday. Remember, right? There's a lot of people out there teaching the same stuff that Tom's teaching, or that I'm teaching, or that you're teaching, whatever. But people end up vibing with you for a particular thing. And for me, I figured out that of all of the stuff, besides his ravishing good looks and his stupid jokes, Tom's superpower is he cares, and it literally shows through his content. Like, he cares so much about his community and the people that he are helping, and that shows through his content. There's lots of, like, handsomer people teaching stuff, like Matt Pony Boy. He's a pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be pretty boy. That's easy, right? There's a lot of ugly cats teaching stuff, like Luis, right? So, like, anybody can be ugly and teach, but you gotta. I'm clouding.
Flag on the play.
Your tribe is going to feel what you're putting out. And it's funny because I say this from the bottom of my heart because I used to fight with my dad about this, and I wish he would have ever listened to me, because my dad was a brilliant individual, super funny. He was so ashamed of his accent that he never wanted to come on YouTube. And then I look at someone like Evie. I can listen to Evie more because the one thing about a person with an accent, you have got to concentrate on what they're saying in order to let it sink in, right? I happen to find a good accent when they're teaching or whatever. It can be helpful because, like, people are with the British accent. Everybody loves Adrian. Adrian also smoldering, but he has the accent that makes you pay attention, right? Some Americans would think it's sexy. Some people would just think, look, it's authoritative. It's definitive. So instead of being ashamed of the accent, that becomes your superpower, right? Evie's accent is a superpower. Well, it's sexy AF too, but that's a different conversation.
I don't have an accent.
You don't have an accent. That's
Don't
why you
believe him.
whispering?
I don't have an accent.
Right.
accent.
And then Paul said, plus Adrian has hair, right? But so everybody has a thing that's going to make people listen to you, right? And it's funny, like somebody with a crook eye trying to do the smolder like The Rock, you're not going to be able to pull it off. You can only be good at what you are good at. And you can get better at those things, but you have to be good at you, though, right? Being somebody else is straight difficult. It is really, it's hard enough to be ourselves. Why we want to be somebody else?
Yeah.
Thanks.
And the other piece
And
of
like
that,
when we start out, we start out mirroring people that we've watched and we've done. The question is, are you getting stuck in that, or are you evolving into figuring out who is you?
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, it took me freaking 2 years to figure out who Evie is.
Yep.
So it's like, what do you do with it? Sure, start out, copy people, get ideas, figure out what backdrop you want to do what Doc does or don't, and then just move on from there, add to it, figure out what you have fun with.
Yeah.
And don't blame me because you bought something, damn it. It's not my fault.
We always blame Doc because we bought stuff, and I only come to India's live stream to see my hot dog. So there's that.
The hot dog. She's in the crate. The hot dog is in the crate. I made sure she wasn't going to mess with me today, so I put her in the crate. I'm surprised she hasn't been barking.
That's why I'm here. Where's my hot dog?
Just to see the hot dog? Oh, she's upstairs. I'll send you a picture. But the other piece of that is kind of, and that was, I think, in the same conversation. So with the content, so with Diana, what Diana said, that she had the LumaFusion. She has LumaFusion on her phone. She's not going to touch it. She also told me that she wasn't going to do videos on the Rode Wireless Go 2s because I needed help. And I was like, Diana, but how do you not? And she's like, I don't use it that way. And I'm like, damn it, Diana, you're supposed to have videos on everything. And she was like, well, I don't have videos on that. And I was like, okay, then I guess I'll make a video on it. Right. And so I was talking about this yesterday, that the Rode Wireless Go 2s, the one that I've done, because I have so much more to do, but the one that I've done has like 3,000 views right now. So for me as a newer content creator, those are really good specs. I've gotten 30 new subscribers from that. Like, I was looking at all the analytics, and that was because literally I asked Diana for help. She was like, I don't know. I don't use it that way. And I was like, Diana, you're supposed to know these answers. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll figure it out and I'll do a video on it. And she was like, okay.
Well, here's the beauty. Here's the beauty in that, because it's like, so here's the thing with being a creator. You have to know the why you say yes to your yeses and why you say no to your nos.
Right.
I am 1,000% okay with saying, like, yeah, because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And just like, even with getting phones sent in, or I could do this, that, or whatever with the phone, it's like, I'm not touching that, because honestly, it's like you can get out of alignment of who you're supposed to be serving. Just searching for like the ranking and the getting up there or the whatever, that's great to do or whatever. But it's like, are you going to go down a path? And I've seen it happen so many times with creators where they get a video to pop off that they don't want to pop off. That's not what they're into. And now they feel stuck because they're constantly making, like, let's say I did something on the Google Pixel phones or whatever. Okay. Then all of a sudden, let's say that video pops. Now you got these people asking about phone stuff. We're going to do videos about, I don't like smartphone video. I don't care nothing about the advanced. I don't care. Like, it's not that it's bad. It's just not nothing I'm ever going to teach you. It's not, that's not the focus. You know what I'm saying? So like, the beauty of that is me saying no when it's right means you have to say yes when it's right, if that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's, again, beautiful situation, because it's like you recognize, okay, what do I want my channel to be about? What kind of content do I want to make?
Yep.
And it's like, you got to make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it bothers you, like I said, if it's something out there that bothers you enough, it might just be you that's supposed to do it.
Right.
And I think that's a prime example of one of those things. It's like, what do you need to be doing right now? Where you need to be focused at? So yeah, I'm glad you did the GoPro video. Like I said,
me too.
You'll never see it. You'll never see it.
You know what's
but
crazy? One of the things I absolutely love the most about Diana, and I don't know why it just dawned on me all of a sudden. I just figured out where it comes from, and the Virgo in me, I need specificity. Like, I hate wishy-washy. I hate wishy-washy everything. People that stare at something and be like, oh, you know, well, I don't know. After about the second time you say I don't know, I kind of want to choke you. You know, I need you to just pull the trigger and make up your mind, right? And here's why.
Yep.
It's a 50-50 shot. So if you legit don't know, and it is okay, I'm gonna give you the pass for not knowing. But if you have two options, it's 50-50 shot. One of them is better than the other one, or one of them is right and one of them is wrong. Even if you made an executive decision and you got it wrong, is wrong. If you guess and you got it wrong, is wrong. Right. So either way, like, the chances are even, Steven. So if you get stuck in a position where you can't make a decision, then flip a coin. That's also 50-50. Right? Just do something, because the inaction is worse than actually doing something. So you can get it wrong, you can only recover from it. We're not talking about running in front of a bus. Right. So I love Diana's specificity, and I realize where it comes from. She's Virgo too. Right. We're very specific about what we want. When people are like, what kind of mic should I get? I'm like, SM7B, MB7, period. Oh, but what about, I didn't say that. You asked me, I gave you the answer. My specificity is my specificity.
Don't ask me the question if you don't want it.
You don't want the answer. How that? Right. The Virgo in me is going to tell you the answers very specifically, and because those are the specificities based off of what I'm thinking for you. Everything else, now you're wishy-washy. And when people start doing that to me, I get irritated, because you asked me a question. I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. But what about no. I'm middle of September, fam. You don't get to ask me those questions no more. Those are for the, the feely people. I ain't like that. I'm gonna tell you, and I think that's why I love Diana so much, because she's like me in that level of specificity. I would say Evie is even like us in that very specific thing. That's her German part coming out. Like, there's no wishy-washy. You just pick, do it. Like, what happens next?
Because like you know me, the moment people ask me for an opinion for the first time that haven't been around me, the first question is, do you really want my opinion? You have a chance to run now. You want to run, you better run now, because the moment I give you my answer, you will get the answer.
Right.
I mean, I think it's honestly, what's interesting, I see a lot of adults, especially getting into the content creation space. They start to revert into a childlike manner, not where you're fearless. Because if you think back to most of the time, for most people, you care nothing about the danger of how far it is for you to jump from the top of the jungle gym all the way into the wood chips that we don't know where they came from, or you know what I'm saying, find a Band-Aid flipped over. Like, we don't know. It's very dangerous. You probably shouldn't do it. As an adult, it's like you become so knowledgeable about stuff. You question everything. And it's like, at some point, you have to have a level of certainty about how serious or how bad do you want what you're saying that you want. Because if you don't, that's why it's like the directness and the specificity around recommendations or whatever. I don't have no qualms about saying what I mean and standing to it. I had somebody leave a comment. It was like, well, this video, the short I did was in response to a question that came off a TikTok video. It's like, well, why are you doing the cheap microphones or whatever? Well, why are you searching for it? You ain't over here in this realm if you're not looking for, you know what I'm saying, cheap stuff. This is one, based off a question, but two, it's like, why are you complaining about the best like microphones under $100 or my favorite under $100? When if you were so all into it, what you searching for it for? And that was my response. The person ain't said nothing else. And he said nothing else. And it was a male. And so the thing is, it's like when you're getting into the content creation space and you have those comments coming, you have even like your own thoughts and you sitting back, should I do this? Should I do this? At some point you gotta draw the line and go. Like, even if you're new to driving a car and you literally just got your license, when the light turns green, you have to go. The environment around you pushes you. But when you get into the content creation space, the only thing that's going to push you is your own driving determination. And so doing that makes you like a better and stronger creator. Some of these like people like Doc said, wishy-washy and all that. I ain't for all that.
Right.
Ain't for all
And
that.
I'm like, India and I, we had that conversation in multiple different levels, no matter if it was emotions going through these 100 days, because let's be honest, there is a roller coaster involved with all of that.
Yep.
If it's making a decision on something with the business or with tools or whatever, you get a day to wallow. You get a day to research. You get a day to whatever you need to do, but you better get moving your ass tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember who said it, but they was like, I can't remember who said it, but they said, I give myself 15 minutes and that's it.
How are you?
Sorry, Diana. Go ahead. My
I
bad.
just heard Gigi. Oh, Gigi.
I'm happy to be like,
And to your comment that you thought that nobody saw.
Wait, what comment? What happened?
She said something about dark chocolate. It's white chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I'm just being.
Okay.
I'm not
getting
about
to hijack India's stream about our debates between white chocolate and dark chocolate. But
you just need to start living right.
I got you,
counselor.
Just need to start living right.
How is there no milk chocolate in that list?
I don't know.
Oh, milk chocolate is nasty.
No, milk chocolate's good. No, I like milk chocolate.
A good
I like
German
the chocolate
milk
made
chocolate.
out of chocolate beans, not sugar.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
In heaven, on the buffet, there's only white chocolate. So
she said, "In heaven, the buffet." Yo, the most important thing that's going to happen is in like 3 months from now, I'm gonna be somewhere with Gigi eating whatever the hell she take me to go eat, because I'm coming to Albany again.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm talking
That's coming
about.
around the corner.
Axe throwing again because of all of your stories. So we do have to do a night of axe throwing.
That
So
was fun.
That'd be so great. We cannot invite
That
Evie
was
though. I'm
fun.
not going nowhere with her. And
Season
me and
2.
Axis. Hell no.
Season 2 of Swinging Things podcast. It's going down. It's excellent.
Oh my God, Diana Gladney, she did it again. People, listen, Evie, we're gonna send you one so we can invite you to the Black People Put the Chapstick On.
Wait, my chapstick is upstairs. Damn it, mine is upstairs.
Yo, it'll be a paid event. It'll be a paid event, and just getting on. You'll be like, yeah. So
right.
Right.
You did that on the live stream this week. I was listening when you had your live stream. I think you had a stream on Friday, right, Diana, at 12 or whatever. You did it in the middle of the stream.
Friday,
just started.
Yeah.
She just started talking. Then all of a sudden she was like, right. And so whoever's new here is just going to see, I got to stop and put my chapstick on. I was dying laughing in the middle of the stream.
I don't care what event it is.
I'm gonna get
to
Sylvia
do
to
be
make
like, yeah.
Diana Gladney chapstick and send it to everybody.
Your own branded. It's like, hey,
that's it.
So the midstream stick, you gotta go on.
I usually have mine in my pocket. I would have joined in, but I can't tonight. It's upstairs. Gigi, what is cracking? Gigi, you came on the stream as well, and you're on your own live streaming content creation journey, right?
Yes, my next stream is that I haven't advertised yet, which I'll be up late doing, is this Wednesday. I moved from days to evening because, of course, I got a day job, so therefore, I can't. I need to do the job that pays me in order to do the job where I get some satisfaction out of. So
yes,
there that is. But yes, loving, first of all, and I've said this several times to you, even as you've gone through the journey, but you are at the end, and congratulations. I don't think you recognize just how huge doing 100 days straight is. If you really break that down, that's over 3 months, a quarter of a year that you've streamed to the public and brought content and value and some laughs. you
Yeah.
know, and as well
Yeah.
as some things for introspection and to think about. Like the content that you put out these past 100 days has been amazing. I am proud to have been able to hang in there with you as much as I could
Yeah.
and support you. But please be proud
Thank you.
of what you've done and what you've accomplished. And if you do get on tomorrow, I'm gonna beat Luis to your house to kick your behind. Just
No, I'm
saying.
not. I'm not. I won't.
And
Thank
you
you.
know I'll do.
Yeah, you closer, Gigi.
Yeah, she is. And it's so funny.
Yeah,
Even
I'm a 3-hour drive away. I can
even-
get there real quick,
I know.
kick
No.
some booty, and come back home.
No. We're good. But that was another thing that Doc said yesterday. Doc, you had what is it? You were forward thinking with the stream today, because the other thing that he did say yesterday was about going back and recognizing and taking the minute to appreciate how far you've come. So like Gigi telling me that it's, I should be proud. I don't look at it like that. It's like, all right, it's, it was nothing. But I know that it was more than just nothing. And I do have to really, now that it's done, take that opportunity to really let it soak in and think about everything that I did throughout those 100 days. Because it wasn't just 100 days. It was launching my website, launching the masterclass, working the full-time job, doing the eCam on deck, partnering with Doc and Katie and eCam, right? It was so much. So I need to really when I stop, I'm gonna let that marinate and stuff. So
here's the thing.
Yeah.
My mentor said.
Momentum
My
open
mentor
doors,
said
fam.
that when the brain is like a parachute. Yeah, it's like my mentor said the brain is like a parachute. Once it expands, it can never go back to its original form. And the thing is, it's like if you look at you even 18 to 24 months ago. And say go do 100-day stream, you you're in a different space, but doing it now, you've expanded, you've grown, so it's not at that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that and it's an accomplishment to be there. That positioning is super strong, and it may take a minute to settle in, but it's like, yo, this is huge. It's a big momentous jump forward into what it is that you see your vision with your content, with your channel and stuff.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm excited. I'm excited to really now
Diana,
dive
we
in.
can fix
and
that.
stuff.
We can fix that.
What? Fix what?
You can say that the brain is like a Sony camera box, because once you take it out the box, you can never get that sucker back in. Sony packaging, what the hell are y'all doing? You can never get it back in the box correctly. The box be all swollen
Somebody
stuck,
solved that.
and you trying to smash it to get it back normal. Dude, they got the dope cameras. Their packaging,
I have cut
the
the
person
phone
who does
down.
their packaging is like, I'm gonna get
God.
these fools right here.
Was holding on to that. I felt that in my soul for Doc, for a way for him to come out and say that.
I'm just telling you. Everybody has ever owned the Sony anything and unpacked it and tried to put it back. You can't put it back. That's why they don't get that much returns, because can't nobody get it back in the box.
All right, Evie's gonna pop off, so I want to give Evie the opportunity to say buenos nachos, and everybody's buffering, so it's not just Evie's phone, because Gloria said she's buffering. A few people said that they're buffering, so it's the YouTubes.
Yeah, I'm buffering.
It's the YouTubes. It's the YouTubes.
I think.
Go ahead.
It seems to be working okay when it's just 4 on the stream. By the time you have 5, seems to be the one when it starts buffering and causing issues right now. So with that is
Oh wait, she buffered. Hold on.
We gotta get, and gentlemen, have fun. I will be watching.
All right. Still yes, you're still here. I'm trying to see what's happening to my internet. Oh, there it is. All right. No, I'm hardwired. All right. Good night. Buenos nachos. All right. Let me kick her off. Peace out. Okay.
Guten Dank.
All right.
I know what it is.
What is
Angie over there cutting the cable so you don't be here all damn night.
Angie's supposed to
Angie's
jump in. Hold on. Where am I missing? Where's Gigi? Angie's supposed to jump in a few minutes. So... All right.
Nachos. Now my mind is
I'm
like,
gonna mention it again. I know you just
nachos,
popped it up on the screen.
What's
but
that?
the Angie and India show is the best thing on the internet. That joint was so good. I mean, that was so good. And I would love to see you guys do that more often.
Yes.
Number one, she just brought a lot of really good info to the table. about her TikTok journey and things like that.
Yeah.
But I've taken some of the stuff that she talked about from TikTok and I applied it to my 30 days of doing real stuff, you know, and then now next month I'm going to switch over and do it to TikTok, but I was on the Reels mission already.
Yeah.
And it is incredible, just absolutely incredible. So hopefully she will get out her own way and come and join you up in the stream. Mostly because her yelling at you in front of us was,
you know what,
just amazing.
That's the Puerto Rican in her. You know what? You gotta leave me alone, because she has no qualms with yelling at me anywhere. So whatever. But that's it. So that's
good. It was good.
Gigi, what were you gonna say?
No, I appreciated that show because you guys both have similar energy. Well, not similar energies. You guys have really good energy together, and it came through your show. I'm gonna sit here and look like a total fool because I have these little bugs flying around my office for whatever reason, and so you know how Black folk get to the picnic, start doing right, yeah, right, karate chop in the air, and nobody sees.
Might even got slapped in the back of the neck. It was a fly. It was a fly with a little net. I promise.
Or when you smack yourself in the face and they're like, what the?
That's so
That's
funny.
what's going on in my office right now. So just so you guys know, I'm not sitting here just slapping the air for no reason. I don't know what these things are, but they're driving me absolutely crazy.
It's all good.
We're just gonna say you were crunking. Is it crumping or crunking? What is it? Crumping?
It's crunk.
Right.
Crunking.
Yeah.
Crumping.
Crunking. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm saying
We
crump,
sound
like
real
crumbled.
old right now.
I'm like,
so about what
you know, Crunk, the guy that catches the balls from Tom Brady.
Yeah, you know. Oh my gosh, that's why they be talking about us on TikTok. Like, if you was born in the 1900s, like, what the hell are you trying to say? I'll be leaving bad comments on those videos. Like, what the hell are you trying to say? If we was born in the 1900s, like we about to say, oh my Lord, would you like a cup of glass of water? They'd be like, where you got the disrespect on TikTok right now? My Lord, would you like a glass of water? You born in the 1900s. Okay.
That's so funny. Everyone's asking if my mother's gonna come on. My mom is not gonna come on today because she would not have been able to figure it out. It was not from long. Mami America cannot come on because it would have been. I thought about it.
Best, yo.
She's funny.
India's mom is the absolute best.
Yes, my mom's you know. I'm waiting. Angie said she was gonna call in, so I'm waiting. It was having her said connecting when she was trying to call earlier, and I told her to use Chrome. So she read it. She hasn't said anything, and I don't have nothing coming through. So, but while I wait for her to come through,
you out right now.
She probably is. She's probably like, oh, she's putting me on blast and whatever. She'll be all right. Let me see.
She'll talk to you tomorrow.
She will. She'll talk to me after the stream. But while I wait for her to come on, so I'll talk a little bit about what now my journey is going to look like, I guess, after tomorrow. And I kind of started yesterday. So now, so it still says connecting for Angie.
And let us also salute that you finally found a ZV-E10. You got the white body, right?
I did get the white body. I did get the white body. I did.
Just copying off of my swag.
You know.
I'm the only one with the white body.
I had to match my microphone. You know, come on.
Gigi, like, I'm tired of you biting on my style, cuz. I'm tired of you biting on me, cuz.
The black would have matched your mic.
You know, well, no, you know. But yes, I finally got that. I held off. I was trying to get it from Best Buy because I had the Best Buy gift cards. So I was like, oh, no. B&H had it. Diana was like, don't miss your opportunity. And I was like, I can't. I got the Total Tech. I got the warranty from Best Buy. I'm just going to, no, I can't. And then like 2 weeks later, it came through and I picked that jump. Yes, chose to have it go to Delaware. Didn't pay no taxes on it. Made that drive. I was like, I'm good. Finally, I got it. But so some of the stuff that I'm going to be working on now, once the 100 days are over, is I'm going to be cleaning up my YouTube. I got to adjust the thumbnails for those videos that I did do stuff like the on, Notability, digital note-taking series, the TikTok series, go in and like clean up the thumbnails for that. Do like SEO keyword research for those streams, do the chapter titles for that stuff. So doing a lot of too much. No, listen, but it's valuable content.
Taking a break.
It's well,
I get it, but
I will be taking a break.
break.
But it's different. But that's the thing, right? But then it's also that momentum. So it's one of those things that I have so much stuff, and I got to do it while it's fresh in my head. So for me, it will be taking a break because I also like at least. So the thing with doing the live streams is that everything else stops, right? Because I'm down here, I'm in front of the computer, and all I'm doing is just this when I do my live stream. Now tomorrow, if I say I'm going to work on 4 videos a week for my live streams, if I want to get it all cleaned up in 30 days, right? Or I got to do 4 a day, is what I need to do. So I can sit upstairs from my laptop. With my laptop, I can be watching Netflix, right? It's still content creation, but it's a different vibe of, hold on. Angelica is coming on. So I'm gonna finish that thought. Hey girl, hey, and look at she's using her computer.
I did it.
You did do it finally, Angie. So Angie is adamant with
Don't
just
say
using...
finally. It wasn't my fault.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
It happened to me right in front of
But
my
I don't.
face. Sorry, I got musical Tourette's. Y'all can't do that to me.
What? You can't hear us, Angie, because you don't have headphones
Oh,
Yeah. So how do I turn the volume up?
on your computer, babe. The volume up button. But you need headphones.
and thanks for joining us for India's 100-day stream. We're brought to you by Best Buy.
Yeah. And then we're going to be looking for her next week here on Daylight. Hi, I'm Lester Holt. Let me tell you a story about this girl from Connecticut took this chick from Philly out.
Only get the internet when the trees sway a certain
Check on me
way. It's
tomorrow.
like connected.
Check on me tomorrow, guys. Check on me tomorrow.
I can see it now.
Tune in
Hold a
next
copy.
week.
Look, hold a copy out here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk to you about India Delgado. She was a prominent live streamer in the ECAP community, and now she is missing.
We had a new episode
The
of
prime
Unsolved
suspect.
Mysteries.
The prime suspect is her
The new
girlfriend.
It's a Snap. It's gonna be like that TV show Snap, but the live stream edition.
I love
Be like,
Snap.
India used to
Oh my
live stream
God,
into that
Snap
all
is
the
the
time.
bomb.
Oh,
all the time.
goodness.
It's like, yeah, after
All right.
100 days, we don't know what happened. Angie came on and we haven't seen India since.
India told Angie to have some headphones and she didn't. Babe, but where are at least your wireless headphones, your Beats?
See,
Why
this
do I
is
have to
why.
have?
What?
You didn't tell me that I had to have headphones on.
Diana, the
Why?
judgment on your entire face.
Right. Hey, I'm trying to keep it straight because I'm down here where Angie can reach through and like slap her brothers. So like I'm trying to like pay attention over here. And Diana, I'm keeping my face like this.
Because, okay, so listen. Because every time that there is a combination in conversation and I'm calling India and Angie's there and it's like, oh, like what's going on with the podcast? What's going on with the live stream? It's always something with the tech and Angie, and it's like, well, I didn't know you needed an HDMI cable. I didn't know that. I just only had the one that plugged into the laptop. I thought it could do the same thing. And it's just like,
I didn't
you know,
I didn't know
just-
I needed a USB-C cable. I'm like, babe, I gave it to you. She's like, no, you did not. And I'm like,
It's still in. Oh, you know where it is? It's in the box in the closet down the hall under the street. Like it's like where? Why is this stuff
Wait.
all the way ever?
I didn't
You
call
get
it.
it? Look, India is getting the Tina finger. Keith, she's doing you like this. She hitting
She
you
is.
with the Tina finger.
I'm gonna be in trouble after this. Oh boy, somebody, y'all better check on me tomorrow. Maybe I should stream tomorrow because I'm gonna be in trouble. Look at that Puerto Rican face. Look, it's okay. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Facebook status is going to be like, India has checked
Wait.
in. Is okay.
Paul, hold on. Paul says Angie throws cables away. Baby, you did this. You, not me. This is your reputation.
Why you got me out there looking like that? Didn't bring no head. You know, I told you this.
Honey, you have a whole studio.
wait.
I don't understand. Can we talk about
Hey,
Angie's
can y'all just
studio?
leave her alone, damn it? I just
I'ma
want to
leave
say,
her- I'ma
Angie,
leave her
nice
alone.
fingernails.
I'ma leave her-
Okay,
I'ma-
never mind
okay.
what they say. Your fingernail game is on point, so the hell with the rest of it.
Hey, girl. Hi, Angelica. How are you?
Nice shirt, nice nails,
Good
nice
night.
hair, looking
It's
fabulous.
nice to see you all.
Oh my
I'm
god.
going to bed.
Wait, look. Hold on, Paul.
Tapped out. She came
Paul-
out for 2 seconds. and tapped
Paul is
out.
posting as me. He says flowers for the Indian Memorial can be
Indian
sent to.
Memorial.
Why, Paul? Why?
I'll do the eulogy for you, India. Lord, we come to you in the only way we know how.
Diana, I'm gonna
They
have
done
to go
wrapped
ahead and
India
pour
up
out
in
some
these
of this
lost-
here Japanese whiskey real quick. India,
homie.
Okay, just a little bit for India. For the
My
homie.
Tutankhamen. Just gonna let it out to the ground.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, I can't, babe. I love
Hey,
you. I
y'all
do.
leave Angie alone because her TikTok reel show was the best. That's the only reason why I stayed for the rest of the 100 days.
Look, wait. iCast Enterprises says just put it on TikTok. I should. So, honey, you've been also on this journey with me as my partner and also as a different type of content creator. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions, and I'm going to ask you the harder question first. How has
Okay.
my 100 days helped you and maybe change your thought process as a content creator?
Okay, what's the second question?
No,
You gotta answer it. Come on, mommy.
no, you gotta
Wow.
answer that question. No,
Like, that's
Babe,
a great
what-
question. Now, what's the other one?
right?
I feel you on that. That's brilliant.
That first question.
That's a great question. What's the other one?
It is actually a good question, India. So props on that. You've been
Oh,
paying
thank
attention
you.
to the interview. You know.
Thank you, Doc.
Great,
Thank you.
great open-ended question, but she closed it real quick. That's awesome. What's the other one?
We did. We absolutely needed Keith here because Keith, that would have just his stupidity would have ended the absolute stream. All right, babe. Do you need me to repeat the
But
question?
Angie,
or- Go ahead.
it's important you answer this because I teach everybody in our community that you got to get buy-in from your other half, otherwise you're going to have a problem. And then, so yeah, I'm curious now that India done opened up said can of worm-s. I want to know.
So how your 100 days helped me
As a content creator,
as a content creator?
or think differently, or like what? How has it affected you? I guess is a better word as a content creator.
So this is less scary. Going live is less scary. Going live on my own is different. But joining your friends, that's not as scary. And I think for me, so I think that sometimes I think, oh, that you guys have that gas where you have to get the newest, the coolest, the bestest. And I think
Yeah.
that happens to me. Sometimes I see people doing stuff and I'm like, oh, my content has to be cooler or better than what they're doing. And it's like, nope, I'm going to stay in my space. This is where I am. And so I think seeing you do your 100 days and do the things that are best for you, what works for you, and then coming on here and sharing what I know, and then just coming on to chill with you. I think I feel more comfortable in my space on TikTok that I don't have to be like everybody else. I don't have to do everything everyone else is doing. Whether that's more followers, less followers, whatever, it doesn't matter because it's still just for me at the end of the day.
Say that again.
So
She
good.
said whether that
Holla
is
back.
more followers, less followers, I'm gonna still do me. That is amazing.
Hey, another Angie and a different Angie is not Angie. Like it just wouldn't be right. Like your realness is part of what's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the one thing that I always think of when people say that is that Sarah Mae Smith, grandma, and then my mother, they were really good at making amazing dinners with next to nothing. Right? They open up the refrigerator. There's a big ass bag of Wish, but it'd be like Wish and hot sauce, and it's good. You know, I'm like looking for extras. So we have been raised by people who knew how to do the most with the least.
Right.
And then yet we get out in these streets and we start trying to figure out how we need to have all these things that you just don't need to have.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And to this day, right, to every person out here to this day, for the female situation, the plain simple little back dress is one of the dopest outfits ever. For dudes, the black suit with the white shirt and pair of brogans, period, one of the best looks ever. All the other stuff, the unnecessary accoutrement, the ice and all of that, yo, that's just a waste of energy, fam.
Right.
Like, I wish that all of the brothers would stop buying ice and buy real estate. And then, we'd be in a whole different spot right now. But we've been convinced that icing out, when people was putting like $6,000 in their teeth,
right?
And I'm like, your teeth looks fly with that ice. Your breath kicking like Bruce Lee. Stop it.
You know
Eating them
flaming
Like,
hot
come on.
Cheetos, like stop.
Right.
Stop.
Right.
So
I
I
definitely
appreciate
think
what you
Some
said.
sort of hot Cheetos with Doc out
Doing
here,
right.
Diana. You know he's feeling his feelings.
That's
I'm
so
not saying
funny.
nothing about my Cheetos no more. I'm gonna leave Diana alone.
Hey man, he said I could have that bag. Man,
You what you
Luis
started,
was
Gigi?
there. He's-
Hey
Luis
Gigi,
was
why you
there.
bringing up old shit?
Right. You bring up all this stuff, Gigi. Gigi, that was a whole year ago. Come
Man,
on, we went over
listen.
this. That is funny.
Had to
My
wait
bad.
till we go back
My
to people in
bad.
video to redeem myself, man. Them Cheetos, they were delicious, and you gave me that bag, so it's not my fault. They passed away that evening.
That's so funny.
My bad.
And then the other thing, right? And you kind of touched on it, Angie, is just using what you have. And I'm like, and so it's so funny. So right now she's on her computer, and the only reason why she's on her computer is because she was trying to use her iPad and she couldn't do it from the iPad. So I'm like, all right, I need you to try the computer. Now, mind you, in her house, Angie has a Canon DSLR. She has a 20 millimeter lens that Diana and I helped her find. Angie has an Elgato key light. I'm going to list you the studio Angie has. Angie has a Rode Pod mic. Angie also has headphones, and she has a Moto M2 interface. Am I missing anything? She has her MacBook, the M1 MacBook Air, and she got all of that. And she said, I'ma come on. She ain't give me no stuff. I'ma come on. And she was trying to get on with her iPad. And then she said, all right, the iPad's not working. Then I'm gonna use.
Let's not mention USB-C cables and XLRs. Got those too, despite the drama.
In the closet.
In the
Got
closet,
those
in
too.
the basket,
In the box.
in the
Not
basement.
closed.
It is in the basement. She said
In
she
the
sent me to the
basement.
basement. It is in the basement. It really is in the
It is.
basement.
Because I'm supposed to be setting up the studio downstairs, but I worked, and so it's
So,
It's
but
not
she
done.
still did it. So here's the thing: Angie could have just as easily.
And I'm just gonna say honestly, if I could have done it on my phone, if I could have propped it up somewhere, you took my tripod thing, so I couldn't use that. So I said, oh, the next best thing is the iPad, and then that didn't work. And you said I'm gonna tell you that I rolled my eyes when you said try the computer, and I was like, I have to get it.
Well, see, that's cool because that means a mobile creator is a mobile creator, and they
Right.
think that way first, right?
Right.
Like we are studio creators, right?
Right.
So it is
Yeah.
kind of funny, but you definitely can become either or. You'll have a proclivity to one or the other, but
Right.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
just
really
whatever
dope
you
to be
vibe
able
with.
to do that.
That's whatever's
Yeah.
easiest for you to move. Like just move and create. Like for like I said for me earlier, saying that earlier, for me it's the camera. I know exactly what I want it to look like. I know what lens, or if I'm only taking one lens, I know what I need to do with it. It's just like however many hours you spend in that lane. And so like I empathize with what you were saying. Like you see, especially like on TikTok, once you get like it does a very good job analytically to serve you up stuff that you're interested in or watched in or engaged with. So it's very easy to find like whatever your niche and stuff is, but it's like not getting discouraged about what you see other people doing, thinking that you got to go do some wild stuff. It's like whatever you do you. And
Yeah.
like that's sufficient. It's more than enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, so, and it's so funny. Paul says, if it can't be done with one cable, Angie is out. 100%. She's not having it. Angie, it's true. Angie has her tripod. She was asking me, the little phone mount that goes on the tripod, that was in my traveling bag. It was a mistake. I really didn't mean to take it. And so she was trying to get ready with her phone and she's like, babe, do you have my phone mount? I was like, shit. And Angie, so the way we prepare, but here's the thing. The way we prepare for our streams, Angie puts in the same amount of work for her content on TikTok. She had just, and I didn't know this until she came on the live stream to talk about TikTok. She had at one point had a marker on the floor taped so that when she knew she was going to do her transitions, her camera was in the same place. She told me that she marked the window. Babe, I can let you talk about that because that's important. Like Doc said, even though you're a mobile creator, you still put in a lot of work.
A lot of work.
So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So I scroll, I see something, I see a transition, I might like it. I'm usually laying in bed looking crazy. So I will just, let the audio play for a couple of seconds. And then I put that tag on there, whatever transition it is. And then when I'm ready to do it, I guess because it's mobile content creation, I use my window because that gives me the best light. So my window goes up to a certain height so that my phone sits at a good spot. And then it's in the same. And of course, my phone doesn't stay in that spot. So I was like, I have to mark. So there's marks on my window of where I put my phone, the perfect spot for it. So that when I come back to do the second half of the transition, my phone is exactly where it needs to be. And that is that's the best part. The transition, like when it's a seamless transition that you can't tell that the phone has moved, you're seeing the same exact spots in my room and stuff like that. I love that part. So I do. And I learned that doing my first transition, my first really hard transition that was multiple, which is that t-shirt one for Pride. That took me hours. And I know now at this point, it wouldn't take me that long, but that was the first time I'd done something like that. That took me hours. Like my poor kids, they were like, Ma, and I was like, go play, go eat whatever you want. Because I was like, so like in the moment and I got to get this done. And this is the coolest thing I've ever done, that I didn't even like take the time to sit with it. I posted it right away. I wasn't, thinking about, Tuesdays that the best time to, I was like, this was amazing. I got to share it right away. So yeah, some of it does take a lot of time, but it's, practice where now it doesn't take me so long to do those kinds of transitions. I hear it differently. I know when to break. I know, so.
And
yeah,
so, and
I
one of the things, and it's so funny, I believe you've done this. So when I was talking earlier on the stream about the one video where I compared myself to someone else and it was a mistake, and then I went back and I redid it, and Diana was like, you should have never done that. Right. The other piece that I didn't share, but the other piece of advice that she told me, and this is where I think you have done this, is that she said, even if it's not the perfect video, you can go back 6 months from now, rewatch that video and remake that video. You can go back, right? So you see where, I don't like how this sounded. I don't like how this looked, or I forgot this point. And I believe you've redone transitions from your growth, right? So you do that, right? So this is why I'm like, Angie, you just need to talk to people. So good. Talk about that and why you've redone your transitions.
Like my oldest, my very first, and I did that in 2020 when I had first gotten onto TikTok, and I was like, this is so amazing. I did this. And I go back now and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was such trash. Like, look at that. My arm is here instead of here. And, when I was in the, like, just, critiquing it, because I see now where I went quote unquote wrong. I haven't posted anything like, I don't think that I have, but I definitely go back and look at them and see where I could have, I can see where I've grown. And like I said, that time-wise, it's not taking me as much time to create those transitions, whether it's 1, 2, 3, whatever. They're much easier for me. And I think I feel like challenged to do different stuff where some things are easier just to like hit the camera. That's a really easy transition. I think I try now to do transitions where my body is in the same spot, or I'm looking at things like my smile. Was I smiling when I ended one? Let me make sure I'm smiling when I start the second, so that, I get that seamless look, because like I said, that is just very satisfying. So
it's one app. I think it's Video Leap. I'm not sure, but it's very similar to how Panasonic has their camera set up. with kind of like the ghosting effect. So you could see, like you said, you was doing a transition with the shirts, and it's like, so you can see you were standing over here versus when you try to figure out after you change clothes or pick up the other shirt, am I quite over here? I'm over there. So it kind of has like that ghosting effect or whatever. But playing on TikTok, I won't say playing on TikTok. Posting content on TikTok has been very interesting for me. It's like, it's definitely more work than more people realize, but I love TikTok so much. It's like literally on there every single day. So like when you came and you were talking a lot about the TikTok content, I hope people weren't just kind of like overlooking it, because people may see what the video that you're critiquing so hard, they'll look at it and be like, I can't do that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing it, that video took hellas, maybe 15, 30 seconds, you know, less than 60 for sure. And it's like, this video took me hellas to do, you know what I'm saying? But it's encouraging that, like I said, I love TikTok because you can do it with your phone. Everything you need is already like built in for you to do it. It's just like you have to have the drive and the want to go do it. So it's good that you like, again, you just like committed to what you're doing. So I'm just very excited about that.
Right in the app. There are people who will use things like Splice or CapCut and create over here and then move here. And I'm like, I don't have time for that. Everything has to be right here. The most I will do is, like if I'm just talking, if it's one of those kind of videos where I'm just talking, I might do that on my phone so I can get better quality and then import that. But everything is just right there for me. They've from when I started in 2020 to what their editing looks like now.
So much better.
Oh my
so much better.
Wait. So you do everything in the app? You don't use any external apps
She doesn't
whatsoever?
use anything. Everything that she
updated,
does.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh, because that was driving me. Even right now with Reels, my Reels journey this recently, I've been trying to do as much stuff as possible in the Reels, construction. But yo, man, me and Final Cut would be like, yo, man, I could do this in Final Cut quicker. So I'll get in the middle of it, be irritated, come downstairs and do it. But when I was in Seattle, I didn't have that because I was on the road, right? I didn't have that ability to do Final Cut. Here's the thing that blew my mind. My Reels, where I just did them from my phone while I'm sitting at the table waiting for my mod pizza, that joint is like 11,000 views and banging. And the ones where I've been in Final Cut and spent like 3 hours clicking on it, it might be like at 3,000 something. So it's funny, the joints that's crusty to me, like people be digging the crusty joint, and then and I can't help it because I'm an editor. So like I want to edit. Like, let me get into my little thing, and it's nobody.
The reason is authenticity, though, and that's the thing. When you go into, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Final Cut and editing, we're perfectionists. Like everybody on here are perfectionists to one level or another, and to see some imperfection allows some what's the word I'm looking for? The audience now has another connection with you because they're like, okay, Dawkins messing up. That means I can do this too.
GJ, you should have been in class yesterday. I had the perfect story for that yesterday. I'll be back in telling class, the people. Look, this is going to sound crazy and nobody at me, but it's something that I was taught by a friend, and it's correct. The reason why. For those of you know who Ron Jeremy was, why he was so famous back in the day is because it made every crusty looking, living in the basement, out of shape dude think that he could smash. Right. So that's why that dude who was not the Adonis, he wasn't the handsome guy, he wasn't out here looking like Paul and on Swole and whatnot. He was the funny looking dude, but everybody he was popular because he had that, like, I can be that person. You know what I mean? That's why everybody liked him. And it's a very similar thing. The creators that are doing what Angie is doing is like, I'm going to just create, right? I'm going to just get my stuff out, tell my little story, tell you how I'm feeling today, whatever. People just vibe with that. And I said that you guys came to the stream in January. I told everybody January. Everyone's looking for real people now. Nobody wants to see these quote unquote gurus because there's been so many exposing the fake guru stories lately. So nobody wants to see. Only guru I want to see is from New York, and he made hip hop.
Yeah, that's true.
That's even when I'm thinking I used to do like 50 takes of the same little piece of audio and then be like, which one do I like? and then okay, I
Mhm.
don't like that one, and then like a process of elimination, and it would always end up that the first one that I did is the one that I
Mm.
love. And so I wasted a whole hour of my time saying the same 6 sentences for no reason because the first time I hit it, it was perfect.
You hit it.
Yeah.
But I
I mean, the
think
biggest
like
thing.
I could do this
Go.
better, or my lighting could have been better, or I think I
Mhm.
messed up right here, or I just post it. And that's so now
Yep.
I don't waste as much time redoing the same thing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna hit this once or twice. That's it. And then, just
I-
go like it that's gonna be it.
It's like trying
I
to
think-
make, because you're trying so hard to make what you see up here come into fruition on your phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, I used to do the same thing, but I wouldn't do 50 takes. But it's like I'll do about 4 or 5, and it's like, again, you're just trying to recreate that part of what you see in your head or whatever, and it's just like, okay, we just gonna have to send it on that one because it's like I don't have time for this. And then the video winds up being like 32 seconds. And you look at it and you be like, yeah, damn right I did it.
Right. And that's the thing, like perfection, one of the things I'm learning is that perfection is an impossible construct to achieve.
Yep.
Because it's unachievable. You know what I mean? So, and I don't necessarily subscribe to just get it done, because there's a way to get it done where it looks good, where you're connecting with your audience and you're getting out the information that you're trying to relay. However, to do it in such a way that requires perfection is just impossible. And I know for me, before I started doing the live stream, I was getting all the gear, getting all ready, thinking I need to have all these things to have it perfect to go. And finally I had to just push record and go.
Yeah.
And now I'm comfortable moving forward, even though right now you don't see it. My desk is a hot mess. I'm in the process of packing up my office because I'm moving. So things are all over the place. I have a dog on my feet, and if you say anything loud, she will bark loudly. You know what I mean? And like nobody sees that because it's just in the camera.
Right.
But it's just, I had to get out of my own way. And I think as a content creator, whether you do it in the studio or on your phone, we all have to work on getting out of our own way. See these stupid bugs, getting out of our own way to get things done. Hush.
Doing it.
Yeah.
To get things done and not look for perfection, but look for maybe professional, maybe structure, but not necessarily perfection.
Yeah.
You're best.
That's why I was so proud of India, because that's part of our culture. Trying to be perfectionists or trying to look, the best of our capabilities, or whatever. That's deeply ingrained into our culture.
I don't know what I did. Don't yell at me. Sorry. I don't know what I did. My bad.
It's all good, and then I think it gets amplified when you're Black Tino, right? Because we get it from both sides, right? So it's not saying that other people don't go through this, but the reason why it's a part of our culture is we always were trying to prove ourselves to people who were feeding us smoke. You know what I mean?
Not only that, there was a time, and there still is a time, depending on where you live, in our history that if we weren't perfect, we could die.
Right.
That too.
You know what I mean?
That
stare mama from across the room didn't come out of it was a mode of survival. You know what I mean? So understanding that part of our history and how we apply it now when it's not as prevalent, is very important as content creators who are BIPOC.
Yeah.
For people who don't know BIPOC, look it up, BIPOC.
Yeah, if you don't know. If you don't know. That's a whole nother stream for another day. So, okay, so now I have...
I'm just gonna...
Yeah. My next question, the easier question, but I think it's a very important question. Remember, there was 2 questions. I just wanted to wait because I needed to hear your answer for the first question. The second question, I didn't ask it. But the second question is, for you as a partner, what has that been like with our relationship? And you, because you went along with this journey with me, not literally, but you were here for the journey every day. And it's so funny, before you answer that question, Doc, that's one of the things that when me and Doc became friends, when I was in my previous relationship, he's like, listen, you need somebody that's going to support you, that is going to understand when you are doing your streams or when you're recording. They're not going to give you shit, but they're going to support you and motivate you and be there and give you your space. And you have done that 10 times over. So one, I want to say thank you. But two, what has that been like? Because it's hard, and Doc knows, right? Because he is the same thing with Karen. Like, she supports him, and that's how he had to give me that advice. That he's like, listen, it's not gonna work because if this
she
is
be like,
important
don't
to
you need to take your ass downstairs and do a video? And I'm like,
Karen
nah,
now
I'm gonna
kicks him
finish
out.
this Xbox.
Right.
And she will unplug the Xbox and be like, get the. I'm like, damn.
Andrew's done that
Feature
to me
Friday,
too.
raise up.
Andrew's done that to me
I'll
too.
doing this, that, and the third, and then I'll be like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm watching TV. Oh, I'm about to take. But didn't you say you were gonna create something? Like, you told me that you were gonna do that, and you're not doing that. So
Yeah.
I just want to put it. I'm not. I'm just putting it out there. You said you wanted to do this. I'm holding you accountable.
Yes.
So for the 100, I think because I'm a content creator too, I think I understand. We're in different spaces, obviously. And I like that you are a studio creator and I am a mobile creator. So it's a little bit different. But I think I just understand the process. I understand that we could be watching TV and your brain is going with something different because the same kind of stuff happens to me.
Yeah.
So it's not hard there. I remember when you were doing the stream and you were like, I'm going to do 100 days. And I remember looking over like, the fuck? We didn't talk about this. And I remember.
That is the realest.
Yo.
I appreciate that.
Respect.
Right? Hey,
We spoke
look, I'm
for
gonna go ahead and
that
take
day
a shot to
about-
the head for that one.
We had
Two
spoken
words
earlier
said
that
it
day
all.
about you going live, and you did not mention it to me at all. Like, oh, I'm thinking about, so that we could like plan it out better. Like, okay, so if you start this day, this is when it. Right, there was no plan. It was just like, I think, yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do 100 days, and I was like, all right, I guess we're doing this. And so then I think from there, I appreciate that you. After the first couple, that you timed it better so that I would be able to, because I usually catch it, I'm putting the kids to sleep and I'm listening while I'm putting them to sleep. And then, you're on and we can still have time in the evening.
Yeah.
Or, after the stream. So I appreciate that. Excuse me. But it's the same way it's been for you. Sometimes we're together and we're, doing whatever. And it's like, we have to go stream right now. Like, we're going to go do this right now because, we're watching a movie or we're making plans to do X, Y, and Z and having to go around it. But I think for me, knowing how important it was for you to get through the 100 and to not want to be the reason you didn't do it, I was like, I'm going to be here. I'm going to push you through this because this is important for you. And yes, I would rather, go out to dinner with you at 7:00 instead of sit at home and do the live stream with you. And then even when you come here, that you stream much later, 9:00 or so that we can be sure that the kids are sleeping, which is not always the case.
Right.
I appreciate that you worked around my schedule. As much as this was for you, I wanted to be a part of it. And I want to say that I was here every day. But I may have missed one or two.
Yeah.
And then I know, when you're just on and you're talking and you're vibing, I'm totally there with you. And then, you nerd out and you're like, we're going to do LumaFusion. And I'm like, I'm going to just put my phone. She's getting her watch hours. Like, this has nothing to do with me. So,
Right.
just putting you.
Right. Right.
It really was that. And then I think, so I was in the comment section, when you first started and saying hi to Gretchen and Obs and everybody. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to see them I'm not going to talk to them on a regular basis anymore and it's like, they're your friends, but they're my friends too, because they're my friends too. So
Aww.
I think that some of that is like, I'm like, oh, like, I'm pretty sure that I'll just be like, oh, so how's Gretchen doing? Like, hitting you up like, oh, so
Right.
what's she doing? Has she sent you pictures of any, cool animals or anything? So it's been
That's cool.
it's been fun. I'm definitely ready for
this to
I'm
be
done.
over? Okay, you're done. Okay.
We're done.
It is funny how you absorb people in the community,
Yep.
and then you don't even realize that you are expanding the community just simply by your presence, right?
Yep.
Because
Mhm.
like it's funny that like how I am friends with Luis is because we vibed with each other in Nick Nimen's stream, but then like now we talk to each other roundabout every other day or so. So
Right.
it's
Mhm.
kind of a trip how like Angie's saying like, oh, like I'm not going to see Gretchen or I'm not going to see Obs or whatever. And yeah, it feels odd, on those times when you're not there. So even when I was on vacation last week, I was away from keyboard, and it felt odd not to talk to people on a regular basis. But the advantage was I got to kick it with Shelly and Dina and Elaine,
Right.
in like real space. So yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip how you just easily start
It is.
missing
I was like,
folks when
in
you
the
don't
comments,
talk
like,
to them no
don't get
more.
mushy. It's okay. Like, you're still going to hear from them, and you'll still do ladies' night, and
Right.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
they'll come through, and I'll be able to say hi to them there and stuff. But it's like these are my friends now, and I have regular conversation. I know stuff about them, and I've shared stuff about myself with them that like we're still community, but it's not the everyday that it has been. So
Yeah. Well, that's
It's been
good
fun.
stuff. Well, I wanted to bring you in to end the stream because I think, like I said, I had Paul start the stream because Paul was here with me in the beginning and throughout it, and you've been here in the background in a different perspective. So that was important to bring you on and also put you on the spot and talk about your cables that you hate and don't have,
I have cables. I have all your cables.
Well, listen, thanks to me and Diana making sure that you had the right cables and the right lenses and everything, and testing it and
Searching
testing the
Facebook
lens,
Marketplace and whatnot.
buy a whole lens, and then a month later, no, I haven't tested yet. Well, you bought a
Still in the
used
box in
lens
the
from
basement under the
someone.
stairs.
God. Oh
Still in the
my
box.
goodness.
You will never
Exaggeration.
live that down.
No,
Never, ever,
Exaggeration.
ever, never.
No, exaggeration.
it was not an
Oh, okay.
exaggeration, babe. You didn't
All
test that
right.
lens for like 3 weeks. No.
Exaggerating.
Bruh.
Thanks for joining us for
Never.
India's
Oh.
100-day live stream brought to you by BestBuy.com, where you
Yes.
can find all.
That is true. 100%. I'm trying to become an affiliate, man. Listen, okay?
Hey, that'll be dope.
That's
Yo.
it. All right,
super,
guys.
super, man. Angie, you don't even know how much stuff me and Dinah was like, man, if she don't let you create content, we would get rid of her from the
Uh-oh.
beginning. And then and he's like, no, she's a
Hey.
content creator. We're like, yeah, whatever, man. We'll find out. If she's not
We'll
right,
see.
we're gonna come and rescue you. So
That's it.
me and Diana
That's
was
it.
throwing darts, yo. We were throwing big time darts, but you passed the test. So
Because
yeah.
it's like it'd be so dumb. Like, I'm just gonna say this, and then India, I'm gonna pop off. But
Yeah.
it'd
We're
be so
ending, yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
It just be dumb because it's like this person say they love you and they care about you, but the thing that fuels you
Right.
in whatever area of content creation, they're saying that you can't do it. Who the hell? Why are you with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, I'll be like,
Right.
I
Facts.
listen, because
I
it's like, honestly, and it takes it
That's gonna
takes
just
the
crash and burn.
appreciation of
Yep.
it takes the appreciation of another, like whoever your partner is. It takes the appreciation of being a creator to understand the stuff that you go through. Even like when she was saying like, oh, okay, like I'm make still hold you accountable, but I understand it, like you watching TV and your mind's running and thinking about. She don't know that if she ain't into content creation or at least taking a care into
Right.
what you're doing. So I just, one, kudos to you for that. But that's why I'd be like, be hearing people's stuff about this person said this or my husband said I can be like, well, I guess you finna be single because that's dumb.
Right.
Or tell me to get on board.
That is so
For
good.
real.
Angie, we waited for TikTok, the Angie course.
Yep.
I just want to see you build it because I just know that you, sister-in-law, would do dope things with it.
Yep.
And once you get in the bug, I mean, maybe just catching the vibe from India's Stream Deck course and what she's doing, girl, you'll kill it. Because that
Yeah.
was seriously out of the 100 days, those 3 nights was some of the best content. There's a lot of clippability. There's stuff that you can clip from that to put on your own
Yep.
channel to help out
Yep.
folks or whatever. But I think I would love to see you catch the bug and get your course on because you'll be speaking at a conference sometime soon.
That's it.
Like,
I
'cause
told
you're-
her. I told her we're gonna throw it up on
Exactly.
Kajabi. We're gonna throw up a little
Yeah.
TikTok master course. So I got it. All right, y'all.
And just know this one thing: there's people in your community that will buy it from you just because they don't even want the course.
Yeah.
They'll just buy it for you because they know that they're helping you support you, the kids, and your trifling ass girlfriend.
She is
On that note,
Fire.
we are
You
done
do know
the
you're gonna see her
100
in person
days.
in 2 months, right? Like,
Yeah, I know.
I'm over y'all.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Right, exactly. All right, you guys. So I will be back next week, Sunday. So we're going to take a break for the week. And then we're going to start Ladies' Night on Sunday coming up, or this Sunday coming up, a week from today. And then we're going to go to 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Sundays. And that is all that she wrote. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the absolute best. What you playing? What is it?
No hay nadie más con que prefiera bailar.
All right, you guys. Buenos nachos. Good night. I appreciate you guys. Peace out, y'all. Thank you.